My name is Charles Daniels, an Oregon commit out of Louisville, Texas. And the crazy thing is, when I committed here, I was originally a free safety. Cause in high school, I played free safety and wide receiver. I'm pretty tall, I'm about 6'3", 200 pounds. So really, I could be anywhere on the field that I want to be. And since Oregon saw what I did in high school, me being the ball hawk that I am at free safety, they wanted me to play cornerback because they already have a great free safety. And so here I am in my first Oregon Ducks practice, playing cornerback for the first time in my career. And to be honest, this being my first practice and this being my dream school, I was a little nervous. Cause look, as a kid, the first time I laid my eyes on these amazing jerseys, I immediately became a fan of this school and wanted to go here since I was a kid. And so since I'm here now, I just want to show out. But since it's my first time playing cornerback, I'm a little nervous. I'm trying to get used to always having a man to guard. As a free safety, every once in a while, coach would probably put me on a man, but mostly I was over the top, just trying to bait up the quarterback. But me trying to transfer my free safety skills to cornerback ain't looking too good as I allowed that big play. And honestly, I hope coach wasn't watching. He probably was though. To be honest, I have not been having a good practice. But on this play, I did a great job of baiting the quarterback. He threw it and I caught my first pick. Yeah, it's just practice, but I know coach liked that because he brought me to this team to do just that. And I'm going to try to do a lot of that this season. But other than that, the rest of my practice was kind of mid. A couple good plays, a couple bad plays. Pretty decent overall, but I would have liked it to be a lot better. But as we got to the end of practice, I started not being nervous anymore, especially after that pick. And so at this point, I'm ready for my first game and coach is allowing me to start. So I gotta show out. We're coming into my first game in college. And luckily for me, my first game is playing against FCS Southeast, the perfect school to shake off all the nerves. And on my first time touching the college football field, this quarterback actually tested the freshman and gave me my first pick in my college football career. And man, I can't even explain the feeling. This is my first time playing cornerback, and on my first play, I get a pick already? Yeah, I already know how the season gonna go. Now as a cornerback, I play a little bit of off coverage, because if you remember, I said I played free safety in high school. Now if I wanted to, I could get up into somebody's grill and start pressing them, but really, that's not my game. That's not my play style. I mean, just look at this play. I tried to put my hands on that receiver, got killed on the curl route, and allowed my first catch in man coverage. Just not my game. I just know that with me being an off-man cornerback and being as fast as I am and being 6'3", I'll be able to cover a lot of ground. So giving the receiver space ain't no problem for me. But you know something that is a problem and that made me worry a little bit? Just look at this play. We're playing FCS and this is what happens to one of my teammates? Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Now when you're playing against an FCS school, you're not expecting them to be any type of decent. But this game, FCS is not looking like an FCS school right now. All I know is we eventually better blow this team out. Because if we don't, then that's kind of sad and that'll be kind of, terrifying for the rest of our season. But no matter what happens to the rest of the team, I got to make sure that in this team, I'm going off, that I'm showing out. Because I got family who flew all the way from Louisville, Texas to come to Oregon to see me play my first college football game. And I'm not going to let them down. Especially when I feel like I got so much on my shoulders. Because there's so much stuff relying on me right now. Because first of all, I'm lucky that I'm here on a scholarship. Because if I wasn't, I probably wouldn't be going to college. I'd probably be working at Walmart or something. Or McDonald's, maybe. But with me being in college on a full ride scholarship, I feel like I gotta stay in college for the whole 4 years, get my degree. Because both my parents went to college, but they didn't graduate. So I'm a first generation student. And now my mother, she don't really mind what I do, as long as I'm doing something good and productive. So she wouldn't mind me going in the NFL after 3 years. But my father, he wants me to go ahead and graduate with a degree. Just because it could be a good fallback option. And you know what? I agree with him. Because there's a lot of NFL players that don't really stay in the NFL for that long. I mean, I'm not saying I might be one of them, but there's always a chance that an injury could happen and my NFL career could be over. And then what? I ain't got no degree. And I'm maybe working at Walmart or McDonald's. And so, because of that, just because of the chance of something like that happening, I'll be staying in college for the whole 4 years, getting my degree. And that's my first game in college. Yeah, man, we done turned up on them boys. We did what we need to do. And not only am I getting my first win, I'm getting my first win at home. And man, I can get used to this. And in my first game, caught a pick. And it was the first play of the game too. Also getting 7 tackles. And now we're heading into our second game against Virginia. And we already starting off showing off how we is on defense. Getting our first stop of the game to set the tone. Now look, I'm not a kick returner at all. But I asked coach, let me come out here just one time, see what I can do real quick. And I almost took this one for 6. But probably won't be returning no more. I'd rather not. Coming off of playing at FCS school, we didn't really play comp. So we didn't really see how real talent looked like. But literally off the rip, they already getting a big play from their running back, who scores a big touchdown, and they take the lead. But we are still ranked number 12 in the nation, and they're unranked, so this is a game that we should definitely be able to win. It's 3rd and 2, tie game. Quarterback tried to scramble to pick up the first down himself. Couldn't get their amazing tackle, preventing the first down. They decided to go for it on 4th and 1. But another great stop, another great tackle to prevent the first down, and now it's turnover on downs. Offense ended up scoring, and now Virginia trying to get down the field in hopes that they'll tie the game up. But me, I'm in the drive right here. Just like in practice, allowed the receiver to have space running that out route and then jumping that route. Give me that pick, and I'm taking this thing for 6. Getting my first pick 6 in my college career. From just being a free safety and a wide receiver my whole high school career, and then coming out here in college doing this at cornerback, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I'm in for a good season, and my coach loving it too. If I were to say who I played like in the NFL, past to present, I'd say in my ability to be able to lock down the whole side of the field, I might be like a Deion Sanders. I don't know, y'all let me know. Because the way he was able to take away a whole side of the field from the quarterback was crazy. And if he threw it his way, he was a ball hawk, so he was going to get that pick. But the difference between me and him is that I played safety, and I was a hard-hitting safety. I was a guy who was going to get down there, put my head down, and knock somebody's head off their shoulders. And you know I had to bring that physicality to the cornerback position. So in that aspect, I might be like a Richard Sherman. So yeah, I mean, you could say Deion and Richard Sherman combined, but y'all let me know. On this play, I did a great job of baiting up this quarterback. Playing off-man coverage allowed the receiver to get past me. I know I got the speed to catch up to him. I did. And when that ball got into my hands, I just dropped it. That's crazy. That right there should have been my second pick of the game, but I just dropped it. But I can't get too much into my head about that, because if I do, I might end up dropping another one. And I can't do that, because my goal on this team is try to break the record for the most picks in the season. Not just for the school, but for NCAA. And that means I'm gonna have to try to get more than 14 picks this season. And I know I can definitely do it. With my high IQ, size, athleticism, and talent, I don't only want to try to become the greatest Oregon cornerback to ever play, but I want to become the greatest cornerback to ever touch a college football field, breaking multiple records so my name will always be remembered. And with the plays that I'm already making, only my second game into being a cornerback with much to learn, I'm already knowing it's going to be a crazy 4 years. And right now it's a 2-score game, and Virginia's still in there as long as they can score a touchdown here. But they ran the ball. Bad decision. We stopped it, and the game's basically over with. And crazy enough, I basically had the same stats that I had last game. A pick and 7 tackles. The only difference is I got a pick 6 this time. And now this week we're playing against our first ranked opponent. We're ranked number 10, playing against ranked 18 Tennessee. And already Tennessee done made their way down the field, but we played some good defense here in the red zone. Got them to 3rd and 7, and finally that pass rush got there, picking up the sack, forcing them to kick a field goal. They kicked that field goal and then stopped our offense from getting down the field, and now they're making their way down the field again, running the ball right up the middle. We ain't getting no type of help from the DTs, so they picked up the first down, 14-yard rush. I'm playing a deep half over here, and the quarterback actually threw this ball through the post route, and I could have had that pick, but for some reason, I didn't jump for it. Luckily, the pass was dropped though. But that didn't matter, because it's 3rd and 5 now, and Joe Milton finds a receiver to the back of the end zone on the other side of the field, Squirrel White, for the touchdown, extending the lead. It's about 40 seconds left in this first half, and it's 10-3. They're already down the field again. As a defense, we got to do better. We allowed them to get down the field and pick up another touchdown before half. And now, because we allowed that touchdown, we're down 17-3, starting off the second half. But we just gotta keep our heads in the game. It's 3rd and 3, and Joe Milton felt as he needs to throw a deep bomb. But shortly, he'll realize that was a bad decision, because he threw it in the area where my boy Steve Stevens was in. He caught his first pick of the season. Offense only got 3 points, but at least they got some points. Now all we gotta do is try to get another stop. They done already made it back to our side of the field, and at this point, somebody gotta step up and make a play. And that somebody is gonna be me, playing this deep zone, and I let that receiver get past me because I knew I would catch up to him. And I knew Joe Milton would be dumb enough to throw this ball. Give me that pick. Unfortunately though, getting that pick meant nothing because the offense did not score with it. Didn't even get a field goal. But on the next drive, got them boys a 3rd down, and while I was playing a deep zone, I allowed him to catch that ball in the flats, just to come down and hit him before he get that first down. Another big play to force him to give us the ball back. But then again, it is still 17-6. On 2nd and 12, they're running the speed option. The quarterback threw the ball to the running back, and I got back there making a great tackle, making it 3rd down. But then on 3rd down, while we was running zone. Joe Milton finds the receiver open in the middle, right in between all the zones for the first down, a big first down at that. And man, I'm gonna be honest, I feel like as a defense, we did our thing. Offense really didn't come through and, you know what I'm saying, help us. But we're a team, we gotta make up for each other's mistakes. And I can't put all the blame on the offense, because as a defense, we allow 17 points still. And with time coming down, we got this stop here, but they'll still be able to kick this field goal, making it 20-6, and at this point, the game's over. I had a pick and 9 tackles, but we did not come out with the dub. And honestly, getting my first loss in my college career, this do not feel good, and I cannot get used to this. After feeling how it felt to lose a game, I'd be damned if we lose another game back to back. And it was pretty clear to me that this quarterback had no respect for me off the jump. It's 3rd and 13. I'm playing the flats. I'm leaving the flats basically wide open, playing about 5 yards away from it. The QB looked at me and still decided to throw it into my zone. But what he don't know is I baited him, coming down, getting his one hand grab, nasty pick, and taking this thing for 6. Then on the next drive, on 2nd and 4, I ain't gonna lie, it kind of looked like he was throwing it to me again, but he ended up getting hit, taking the sack. Right now, as a defense, we playing like we just lost a game, because we did. We playing angry because we know we shouldn't have lost last game. And we not gonna lose this one, we better not. 1st and 10, I'm in the slot, guarding the streak route. And the quarterback thought it was a good decision to try to throw this ball over my head. That's not happening, I'm 6'3", I'm getting that pick, give me that. We're looking good so far. In the first half, I already got 2 picks, and both of those picks led us to getting a touchdown. 14-0 right now, and we just allowed them to get a 24-yard rush. We cannot allow them to gain momentum. It's 2nd and 15 after getting a sack. They're running the ball to my side, and that boy ran over my teammate, so I had to come in and clean up. It's 3rd and 11 now, and they're in the red zone. I tried to give the quarterback the same look I gave him earlier when I caught that pick, but he wasn't going for it this time. Found an open receiver, and he got in there for the touchdown, making it a 1-score game. Cal's defense stepped up. They got a stop for the offense, and now they got a chance to try to tie this game up. And if we're allowing plays like this to happen, getting to that middle of the field that easily, just wide open, there's no doubt that they're going to tie this game up. And then to end off their drive on 1st and goal, throwing this thing to the other sideline, scoring a touchdown, toe tap, that's a good dive. Well, it's still 14-14, and somehow offense managed to give them the ball back with just under 50 seconds left in this first half. But I ain't finna allow them boys to get down the field and get no type of points. Playing this deep zone, the receiver ran a comeback route. The quarterback thought I was cooked, but I wasn't. With the speed that I got, I was able to recover and pick up another pick, my 3rd of the half. What's crazy to me is the fact that I have 3 picks in this game, all in the first half, and we still only have 14 points, and we're tied up with Cal right now. We're the 11th best ranked team in the nation, and we're still tied up right now. We should be up by a lot. But instead, it's a tie game, and Cal made their way down the field and scored a touchdown to take the lead. And at this point, all I can do myself is keep on making plays, keep making the big plays I've been making all game, and just hope that the offense will do what they need to do to win this game. And with me putting on a show tonight, and we're still somehow losing in this game right now, I kind of started to lose my temper a little bit and try to take it out on the other team, and that got me missing tackles. But what I gotta realize is we still in this game, and it's actually a tie game right now, and I almost end up allowing a touchdown, but luckily that receiver was just scared. He dropped the ball, he heard them footsteps. And then on 3rd and 6, the quarterback tested me again. I'm playing the inside, and I end up allowing the slant still, but I didn't allow the first down though. That's all that matters. Got the tackle, 4th and 1. And so they got the field goal, but our offense, nah, they ain't getting nothing. And at this point, we got no timeouts. About 2 minutes left in this game. We got to lock in. Because after last week, losing that game at home didn't feel good at all. And there's no way that we lose 2 games straight at home. We can't do that. We get a stop here, making it 4th down, and they got to punt the ball. We got about a minute left. No timeouts though. But if there's a will, there's a way. And it looked like there was just no will. We lose this game 24-21. Losing in our 2nd game straight, and both of them was at home. Terrible. And the crazy thing about this game is that my 3-pick game was ruined, because I got all 3 of these picks in the first half, but in the second, we just couldn't find a way to get it done when it mattered. As a team, something needs to change. Something got to happen. Somebody got to step up and be the leader of the team. Because after beating the first couple teams that we played, I was feeling good. We was feeling good. But then we just lost 2 games straight at home. That is bad business. Me personally, I'm performing. But what does that mean if our team isn't winning? Because obviously, the main goal is to get to that national championship and win it. But if we're losing games, we're not even going to get a chance at playing in the national championship. And right now, it's not looking like it's going to be a possibility. When I tell y'all, this practice right here after losing that game to Cal is a practice that we're always gonna remember. Because the amount of tension from the offense to the defense to not even just that, the individual players having tension with each other. You could feel it in every single play. Normally in practice, we did like normal tackles, but nah, people was hit sticking. People was hitting as hard as they could. I mean, even Bo Nix was gonna get it. We had to make sure he slid in time because he knew it was coming. But this was a practice with everybody just talking trash to each other. Everybody putting the blame on everybody but themselves. And coach, well, he just watched us. He just watched us take out our anger on each other. Maybe it's what we needed. Maybe it wasn't what we needed. But all I know is I was prepared for whatever speech he was going to give us after practice. Because after them losses and this practice, it's definitely something that we need right now. And man, when I tell y'all we needed that, we really did. We came out here against Colorado, who is 4-0, undefeated, feeling real good, rejuvenated, just like at the beginning of the season. We had that boy Shedeur Sanders shook. He tossed the ball backwards without even realizing his running back wasn't there no more. I jumped right over the ball, but luckily my teammate still picked it up and took it for 6. 2-score game now. But then on the next drive, they got past the 50. It's 3rd and 10. Shedeur found his receiver open. Got him the ball. He broke 2 tackles, throwing me to the ground, scoring a touchdown, but there was a flag, bringing that touchdown back, and now it's 3rd and 20. Now on 3rd and 20, and trying to get these 20 yards back, Shedeur trying to force that ball into the middle with 2 defenders there. That thing gets picked off by Bennett Williams, and we going the other way with it. We are dominating this game right now, up 21-0 with 1 minute and 17 seconds left in the first half. And on 1st and 10, I allowed this receiver to get past me, making Shedeur believe that he had me over the top. But nah, I recovered, getting another pick. Give me that. Just straight dominance in this game against an undefeated team. After losing 2 games straight at home, this one feels good. And at this point, I still haven't had a game where I didn't catch a pick. We're gonna see how long I keep the streak. This week, we got another undefeated team, which we got to give their first loss. But with them boys having Michael Penix and Rome, we already know it's going to be a pretty tough matchup. After they scored last drive, they stopped our offense, and now they're trying to take the lead. Michael Penix trying to run a read option, gets tackled for a -1 yard. And then to try to throw off our defense, they run a screen play on 3rd and 7 that luckily was stopped before it can get bad. Through the first quarter, it seemed like Michael Penix was watching film. He hasn't really been testing me. Instead, he finds Jalen McMillan deep down the field. A crazy pass and a crazy catch in between 2 defenders, 54-yard reception. 2nd and 4, and Penix is trying to pick up these 4 yards using his legs, but then he immediately got tripped up by the lineman. That's tough. Running the ball didn't work last time, so he's going to do it again on 3rd and 8, and this time he actually picked it up, just barely getting that first down. And then on 3rd and 6, literally looking at the other side of the field the entire time, finding his receiver open to the back of the end zone for the touchdown, tying up the game. But after scoring before half and then getting the ball at half and scoring again another field goal, we're up 10 points now. A good position to be at coming into the second half. But then on this 1st and 10, he hits his receiver on the hitch route. And I end up missing this tackle completely, which allows him to get this big play. And so because of that, they're in the red zone. And on 2nd and 3, running receiver screen, I'm guarding the flats, but I end up getting blocked, so I couldn't do nothing about it. He got in there easily, untouched. Washington got to stop, but we got them boys at 3rd and 8. And at this point, Penix feel like he needs to throw that ball down the field. And so he does, and that's a bad decision. Because if you know that receiver had him beat, that ball was severely underthrown, picked off, and we're going the other way with it. It's a 10-point game, and at this point, I'm trying to put the nail in the coffin. I want my pick, because I'm trying to continue my streak of having picks in game. And I almost had one here, but I was a little bit too late getting there. Still made him drop the ball though. And then on 4th and 2, they ran a speed option. Penix tossed it, and I was there to make the tackle. Turnover on downs, this game's over. Coming into undefeated Washington's crib and beating them, giving them their first loss. Unfortunately though, my pick streak ended here. But at least we won the game, I guess. We slowly trying to climb back up in the ranks. We got 3 and 4 Washington State, and I don't know what made this quarterback feel like this was a good pass. I mean, I was on him the whole time. Easy pick, give me that. Now after I caught that pick, offense somehow found a way to put Washington State in the red zone. And on 2nd and goal, they ran the ball in for the easy touchdown. Our offense then went down the field, got 3 points, which is good. But now we gotta do our part. We don't allow Washington State to march down the field. We just can't let them score a touchdown. It's 3rd and 9. They try to run the ball, and I'm getting there making a tackle. They gotta kick this field goal. It's a tie game now, about 1.5 minutes left in the first half. 1st and 10, I'm guarding the flats. And that slot receiver ran a post route, ended up getting wide open across that middle of the field. And I'm thinking we probably finna make this tackle, but nah. 2 broken tackles and he gets into that touchdown. I ain't gonna lie, when we got back to that bench, coach was furious, cause there ain't no way we ain't allowing anybody to just walk into the end zone like that. We gotta be able to make our tackles. And here, luckily, we do just that. 3rd and 12 and they almost get the first down, but we just barely make that tackle, preventing that first. Offense ended up scoring, taking the lead. We got them to 3rd and 2. But surprisingly, they ended up doing a running play, a fake handoff, tossing the ball out, and I put this play on me. I was supposed to be on the outside, setting the edge, so this couldn't happen. It's 3rd down once again, and I'm gonna be honest, the safety, he ended up getting humiliated. I don't know what bro was looking at, but it couldn't have been the ball, because the quarterback threw the ball deep down the field, and he was nowhere to be found. Just an easy touchdown. Offense didn't score, but we got them to 3rd down once again. The quarterback decided to test me, and I dropped the pick. Nah, dropping the church's money is crazy. But luckily, no matter if I caught that pick or not, we still ended up getting stopped. They had to punt the ball. And the offense scored, taking the lead when they got that drive. But now, Washington State starting off their drive, dotting me up for 28 yards. And then on 1st and 10, they handed the ball off to the fullback. I got back there, tried to make the tackle, tried to hit stick him, but he just bounced off of me. My teammate tripped over me, and then they picked up the 1st down. And on 2nd and 9, I feel like me and the safety had some miscommunications. I feel like I was going to flat, and I thought he was going to be over there to guard the whole half. But he wasn't there. Maybe it was my fault, but they scored a touchdown anyways. So now we're losing. But after they scored, our offense scored too. And now on 2nd and 4, trying to throw the ball into the flats, an amazing pick that was taken home for 6 to go ahead and end this game. And now we back, man. We back to that pick streak. Now let's keep this thing going. And after 7 games of football, I got 8 picks, leading the nation. But not only that, I'm 2nd in solo tackles. And 2 of my teammates are here at the top 3 with me. That's kind of crazy. And with us being halfway through the season, I already got 8 picks. My goal of breaking the school record and the NCAA record is looking pretty good. I just got to keep on going. We got another undefeated team that we're going to have to go ahead and give another L to. Number 4 ranked UCLA, 6-0. We finna make them 6-1. We down 3-0 right now, and on 1st and 10, they had a pretty good play call. Since I'm going to deep zone, I had to stay on the streak, and that crossing route ended up being wide open for the first. They done made it all the way down the field, but they drive ends here. My man ran the hitch route. Nothing's open. He tried to play make to the middle of the field, and I followed him. I'm guessing QB didn't expect me to be there, and I'm catching that pick. Give me that. Now, being a cornerback that loves to bait quarterbacks, there is some times where, you know what I'm saying, it kills me. I allowed him to get past me, and that quarterback put it on the money. I couldn't get there in time. 38 reception on my head. Playing some real good red zone defense, though, and on 3rd and 9, throwing that ball to an out route, and he almost picked up this 1st down, trucking one of our defenders, but somebody came in, saved the day, 4th and inches. Surprisingly enough, they didn't run the ball on 4th and inches. Instead, they tried to do a little quick pass. Didn't work at all. Turnover on downs. Great defense. It's the 2nd half now. We just been doing our thing. We up 17-6, and they offense gets down the field, but really when they get there, they don't really do nothing with it. I mean, we've been playing some pretty good bend but don't break defense. 3rd and 2, bro tried to hit that slant he thought was open, but that linebacker came down and deflected that ball. Great defense. Made him drop it. 24-9 now in the 4th quarter, and on 2nd and 3, I'm guessing this quarterback thought since last time he tried this, it worked. He ain't working this time though. Give me that pick. I'm proud of how our team looked in that game against the number 4 ranked team that was undefeated. But not only that, I had a great game. 2 picks, 9 tackles. Come on, man. Alright, so now we done made our way back into the top 10, and we're playing against 1-7 Stanford, who we have no business being in a game with. So we should blow them out, right? But this Stanford offense already done made their way down the field and scoring a touchdown to start the game off, setting the tone. Now look, I'm gonna be honest, I ain't never been humiliated like this a day in my life on the football field. But for a guy from Stanford to dunk on me like this, that's crazy. I don't even know that boy's name. But I sure am gonna know it after seeing it on social media. And then because I allowed that big play, 1st and 10, hitting the receiver across the middle of the field who killed that other DB, scoring another touchdown. I mean, right now, for us to be the 9th ranked team in the nation, playing against a 1-7 unranked team, this is not looking good for us. We're getting humiliated right now. Missing tackles, just like we was earlier. Another touchdown, 2-score game now. I mean, right now, I don't know what's going on with our team. Our offense ain't scoring. Our defense ain't stopping nothing. We ain't playing no defense. We ain't playing no offense. We playing like we don't deserve to be a ranked team right now. And I mean, at this point, it's just humiliating. Cause I ain't even gonna say nothing about this play. Y'all just watch it. Like, what are we doing? It's the 2nd half now. We're down 28-14. This game is not over yet. But right now, it's not looking like we fighting back at all. Cause they easily getting up the field. I mean, we got them to 3rd and 11, but what do that mean if we can't stop them from converting on 3rd and 11? A wide open hitch route and he fights his way into that 1st down. 3rd and goal though, we did a pretty good job of staying over the top so that they couldn't get the touchdown, but still, they're finna end up getting this field goal, extending their lead. But this game is far from over. The 4th quarter just started. It's a 7-point game. I'm trying to make a play on this ball, but I get there a little bit too late. I still made them drop it though. It's pretty sad that we're in a game like this against Stanford, but it's even sadder the fact that I allowed this big play to happen. I normally never let that happen. And at this point, with all the momentum that Stanford got, them boys is just rolling. That quarterback throwing that ball with his right hand on the left side to the sideline, dot. And then on 2nd and goal, run this ball up the middle, an easy touchdown for them. Like, what is going on with us right now? But we're still in it. 2 minutes left. Offense scored a touchdown. It's a 7-point game. All we got to do here is stop them and hope that offense can get a touchdown again. And we do just that. We just need offense now. And man, this one right here is the most embarrassing loss we done took all year. When I tell y'all, losing the game to a team that we should not lose to like any day, that just drained the life out of us. And I mean, just to make it even worse, we went from top 10 to 25. And to be honest, we probably shouldn't even be ranked right now. 1-7 Stanford, are you kidding me? Losing to a team like that is just unacceptable. And since nobody wanted to talk in the locker room, I did. Telling my teammates we played like we ain't never played football a day in our life. And I was including myself, cause I made some terrible mistakes too. But the most important thing is to just make sure that whatever we did last game don't carry on to what we do next game. Cause that could start a snowball effect. And right now, I'm looking like trash. Allowed 2 catches in the same drive. But if it's one thing I'm not gonna do is beat myself up about it. Just make sure they don't score a touchdown and move on. Cause I know I'm a playmaker and I'm gonna make a play. And clearly, this Utah quarterback think that I'm someone to be messed with. Testing me once again, but this time, I'm coming down with that pick. Give me that. And now that I caught that one pick, I'm rolling, playing this flat, waiting for him to throw that. He threw it and I'm getting this one hand grab, taking that in for 6. Come on now. I caught a pick in the 2nd, I caught a pick in the 3rd. It's 27-10 now, and I'm guessing this quarterback has not seen enough of me. Playing the flats again, and he's testing me one more time. Diving, grab, pick, give me that. It's really crazy to me. This is the number 8 ranked team in the nation, and we over here doing them like this. But when it came to 1-7 Stanford, who's not even ranked, we lost. Man, I don't get it, but we need to work something out. I get player of the game here at home. And again, we get to make our fans happy. And in that game, I end up tying up the school record for the most picks in a season. Also putting me 1 behind the NCAA record for picks in the season. At this point, since we already took 3 L's and we're ranked 24, even though the main goal is to get to that national championship, probably not gonna get there. So at this point, my goal is to break this record and then extend it as far as I possibly can. But then next season, I want to break the record that I set myself. Now that would be some legendary stuff. Cause I already know if I do that, I'm definitely going to be without a doubt the greatest cornerback to ever touch a college field. It's not even gonna be debatable. But right now we're playing against 2-8 Arizona. Last time we played against a team that had a record kind of similar to this that wasn't ranked, it was not good, but we not finna go for it this time. This play right here is one of the craziest plays. 3rd and 9, I get cooked, but my recovery speed is so crazy. I was able to get back there and pick that ball off. Give me that. And with that pick, I now hold the new school record for the most interceptions in a season. Also tying up the most picks in a season for the NCAA. Time to break that one too. Offense did nothing with the ball. Arizona made their way all the way down the field, testing me on this slant and give me that. You ain't getting that tud on me. Now somehow we're still only up 14-0. It's the 2nd half though, and on 2nd and 7, they're trying to run the ball to my side. I'm getting past this wide receiver, and I'm hitting that running back hard in the backfield. Then on 3rd and 9, we played some pretty good defense, staying over the top, but at the same time, not giving them enough room to get this 1st down. Offense finally scored again. It's 21-0 here in the 4th quarter. We're doing what we should be doing, and the quarterback throws the ball to the other side of the field while taking a hit, and that ball is picked off on the sideline. We came out here, did our thing like we were supposed to, and I get player of the game with 9 tackles, 2 tackles for loss, and 2 picks. This week, we got a big game. It's a rivalry game. We're at home playing against Oregon State, and it is snowing. This is gonna be fun. On 2nd and 14, I'm kind of guarding this flat over here. As soon as this receiver caught this ball off the zig route, looked up and took a big hit. We're playing some pretty good defense here on this first drive. It's 3rd and 6, and the quarterback threw a little in route, a great tackle preventing the first down, making it 4th and 5. Oregon State got the field goal. They stopped our offense though, and they got the ball. They crossed the logo now, but it's 3rd and 8. So we're gonna have to make sure they do not convert on 3rd down. And here on 3rd down, I'm playing the flats. And this quarterback did the worst thing he could have possibly done. Threw it to my zone. Give me that. Good thing offense ended up scoring that time. Now we got them to 3rd and 12, and I tried to get there in time, but I was just a second late of catching that pick that would have been 6, but instead they get the 1st down. I love when coach puts me out here in the flats, cause I used to play a lot of flats as a free safety, so I know how to give a quarterback a look that he likes. It's 3rd and 4. We out here running man, blitz, and their quarterback did a good job of just waiting, being patient, waiting for that zig route to get open, and it did. Got the 1st down. Beginning of the 2nd quarter now. On 1st down, receiver ran the curl route. I left it open for a little bit trying to bait it up, but then the receiver ran in front of the ball so I wouldn't have a chance to pick it off. Smart play by that receiver. We played some great defense here in the red zone though, and they tried to run a speed option. That quarterback immediately got tackled behind the line. They gotta kick the field goal. Thank the offense for scoring a touchdown there. It's only a minute left in the first half. We're up 14-6. And just to make this half a little bit better, that boy threw a pick to the sideline on the other side of the field, and we can get some more points before half end. But we didn't. It's the 2nd half now, still 14-6. Bro ran the post route. I thought I had it, but he ran in front of that route so that I couldn't get it again. Great play by the receiver. But then on 3rd and 11, the quarterback decided to take a flat route, which just wasn't enough for them to get the 1st down. Gotta kick another field goal. Crazy thing is, they end up missing the field goal. 21-6 now, 6 minutes left, and they trying to take a deep shot down the field on 2nd and 2. And I'm there, give me that pick. You do not do that in my zone. Right now, we doing our thing. This is our last game of the regular season, and we finna have a bowl game. So the ball out like this right before the bowl game is gonna be some pretty good momentum. On 1st and 10, I almost end up having this pick. Bro dropped the ball and the ball fell right into my hands and I just didn't catch it. But the thing is that we cannot remember right now. It's still 4 minutes and 40 seconds left in this game. And it's 21-6, so it's still a game. And after I missed this tackle, it's definitely looking like it could still be a game. And them scoring here would be huge. And they actually end up doing that. 2nd and 3, hitting the drag route. He finds a way to fight through, run the defender over, and score the touchdown. And now they got to go for the 2-point conversion. And they do that, getting it easily. A little slant to get the 2-point conversion, making it a 7-point game. Now just remember what I said. This is still a game. Offense didn't score, so now it's a 7-point game. They got the ball, 2nd and 7. We got to make sure they do not score. Especially with this being at our crib, we cannot lose this rivalry game. 3rd and 4, throwing an out route. He did not pick up that 1st down. 1 yard short. But then on 4th and 1, they threw us off. They did a QB run. And I ain't gonna lie, this was a very smart idea because they ended up getting the 1st down and a couple more yards. And just keep remembering that I said this is still a game. 1st and goal, finding the receiver in the middle of the field, dot, touchdown. All they need is a field goal, PAT to tie the game up. So yeah, they did get that PAT, but offense locked in real quick. Them boys went down the field, got a field goal, so we could win our last regular season game. And now we gotta get ready for this bowl game, because I know our record wasn't good enough to be in the conference championship. That's tough. Anyways though, in this game, last regular season game, 2 picks and 8 tackles. Did my thing. And due to all them picks I got, how well I played, I ended up winning multiple awards. And these are awards that I'm expecting myself to win every single season I'm here. All 4 years. Because remember, I'm playing all 4 years. And not only that, me and my boy Steve Stevens both made the all NCAA team. Me as a corner, him as a free safety. And now, my last game in my freshman season, we got the Alamo Bowl versus Kansas. And I mean, Kansas, they really aren't competing with us at all. I mean, they are ranked 19, we're 18, but right now, the way our offense is looking, the way our defense is looking, other than this play, we've been pretty good so far. You can blame that one on me. It's fine though, because when they got further down the field, we started stopping them a little bit. 3rd and 7, tried to throw the ball, couldn't get it out in time. Incomplete. So far in this game, we're up 21-3 in the 2nd quarter. We're dominating this game just like how we should be. And I mean, Kansas don't know what to do. Their quarterback is scared. Their O-line not blocking for them. Their receivers not running routes right. Like, yeah, man, it's bad business for them. 28-3 now in the 2nd half, and the quarterback don't even want to throw that ball. He tried to scramble and immediately got swallowed up by that defensive line. Just out here playing in this Alamo Bowl, I just really wish we could have played like this against Stanford. Cause like, just imagine Imagine, right? And I mean, I don't know if it's bad or if it's good, but literally this whole game, every time we did something good, I just kept on thinking about that Stanford game, man. Like, we gonna get our get back, and when we do, it's gonna feel amazing. But anyways, we ended up winning the Alamo Bowl. I mean, it wasn't really much of a game. We just really came out here, dominated as we should, and did our thing. Even though it ain't the national championship, it's still a bowl game, you know what I'm saying? And it's a big game. You gotta be able to win these, you gotta be able to make big plays. And we did just that. Though, in this game, it felt like their quarterback was really avoiding me. I mean, he really didn't want to throw me the ball. It's cool though, because the stats I was able to put up in my freshman season were just crazy. 17 picks, 3 that went for 6, 5 deflections, and multiple awards. Crazy. But for the craziest thing is the fact that the school record for interceptions in a career is 18. I already got 17 in the first season. So yeah, I'm finna destroy that record. Man, it's crazy. I'm coming off an amazing freshman season, catching 17 picks. But as a team, we ain't do what I wanted us to do. Because if you seen what happened last season, I really feel like we was putting in pain on defense a good amount of the games. But there was some games where we just couldn't find ourselves. And not only that, even though the offense still had Bo Nix, the offense would still go through its times of just not being able to score at all. And because of that, we lost games that we should have never lost. Like we lost to Stanford. There's no way we should ever lose to them ever again. But this year, we got a pretty different team. We no longer have Bo Nix. We got a new quarterback, and that could either be good or very bad because Bo Nix was doing all he could. He was balling out on offense. And on defense, we lost a couple players to the transfer portal. I mean, even people were telling me to hit the transfer portal, but I just feel like as a defense, we could do a lot better than we did last year, and I want to prove that this year. And I mean, as soon as our season ended last year, people all over social media adding me, tagging me, trying to get me to hit that transfer portal to join their favorite colleges. And I ain't gonna say I wasn't listening to none of it, because I'm gonna be honest, depending on how we do this season will depend on if I hit that transfer portal. Because as much as I'd love to stay on this team for all 4 of my years I'm gonna be in college, I at least want to be able to win 1 national championship. And if this school ain't gonna be good enough to do it, might have to go ahead and jump ship. And then there goes the argument like, why don't you just try to lead this team there? I mean, I had 17 picks last season. What do I need? 30? And so with that in mind, this season, I'm putting all I got into trying to get to that national championship because we have the talent to do it. And I need that. And with that, me being a sophomore now and having the season I did last year, I felt a lot more confident. And I decided to step up as a leader for this defense. Because if we're going to be successful as a team, our defense is going to have to be a top 5 defense in the nation. And we could definitely do that, especially with the playmakers that we have on this defense. And especially with our quarterback being a freshman. We going to have to ball out. And we going to do just that. And now we're coming into the first game of the season, looking to start off this season right. And to do that, we got to make sure that we dominate in this game. As we are the number 5 ranked school in the nation right now, and we need to play like that. And so, off the rip, Wyoming done had a pretty good drive, getting past the 50. But here, this is when that drive ends on 3rd and 4. Almost throwing a pick. You gotta get that pick though. We cannot be dropping them things. Now, offense's first drive of the season didn't go so well. But that was just one drive though. And us as a defense, we coming back here locking up again. I mean, I did allow him to, get open, but he dropped it. So, it's clamps. Another stop. And another time offense didn't score. It's 3rd and 4, and we trying to stop them once again. He tests me in my zone, and I'm catching my first pick of this season. Give me that. Now look, with me already breaking the most picks in the season record, and now holding it with 17, this season, I'm trying to break my own record. Because if I'm able to do that, at that point, I'd have to be the greatest cornerback of all time, like without a doubt. And if quarterbacks are just going to continue to disrespect me like how this Wyoming quarterback is doing, I'm definitely going to be able to do that easily, getting my 2nd pick of the game, 2nd of the 1st quarter, matter of fact. I may have 2 picks right now, but it's still 7-0 and it's still the 1st quarter. It's clear to me that this Wyoming quarterback is tired of me. He ended up embarrassing me. I mean, bro ran right through me to pick up that 1st down. Ain't no way I just let him do that to me. But Wyoming did all that. This decent drive just to get down the field and throw a pick in the end zone on 3rd down. Great defense over there, making sure that they cannot score a touchdown. We up 14-0 now. About 2 minutes left in the first half on 3rd and 8. And man coverage, I knew what route that boy was going to run. He ran that out route. I just waited for that quarterback to throw him that ball and picked up my 3rd pick of this game. 3rd of the half. With me having 3 picks, you wouldn't expect him to keep on testing me. But he does again here on 1st and 10, and this time, it actually goes his way. I got beat over the top trying to bait up. It's my fault. They got down the field, now they're in the red zone. And now, because of me allowing them to get down here, they're finna end up scoring their first touchdown of the game with 20 seconds left in this first half. But they'll be stuck at 7 points going into the fourth quarter. And while I'm playing these flats over here, just waiting for him to throw this ball, he did exactly what I thought he was gonna do. I picked this ball off and taking this thing for 6, my 4th pick of the game. And now I hold another record for this school, the most picks in a single game with 4. I mean, is there any other better way that this season could have started for me? I mean, like, it's amazing. And already, just a season and the game into my career, my name is already cemented into Oregon's record books. But the record books aren't enough for me. I want to try to lead this team to be undefeated and become the #1 ranked team in the nation this season. And I know for my team to be able to do that, I'm going to have to do what I need to do every single game, and that is catch picks. I got to continue to ball out and keep making plays so my team can feed off my energy, because we aren't going to be able to go undefeated if it's only me making the plays. But Michigan State, even though they're not ranked this season, they're still a pretty good team, and they done made it down the field to go ahead and make it 21-14. And in this first half, they shown that they did not come here to play. They got that stop, and now they're trying to get down the field and extend their lead. But we got to make sure that don't happen. We're almost in scoring range. 2nd and 2. I'm coming downhill laying a big hit on this running back. You ain't picking that first up if I'm in that way. And just as I expected, they ran the ball again here on 3rd and 1. But this time, ran the ball the opposite way of me so that they could pick up the first down. And then they started realizing something. Putting the ball in the air ain't working. So they started running the ball even more, running this stretch play, almost getting this touchdown. And then they end off their drive on 2nd and goal, run that ball right up the middle, scoring another touchdown to extend the lead to 2 scores. We scored at half, so now it's a 7-point game. And we almost had this pick, but we fought over the pick and nobody came down with it. I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little selfish. I want all of them. With us playing some pretty good coverage over the top, they're trying to run a screen play, something that they haven't done this game, and it didn't work at all. Got back there, got that tackle, 4th down. It's a tie game now. His offense was able to score a touchdown. They ran a read option. The quarterback kept it and ran it for himself. And when we thought we had him, we did not. He got down that field and picked up 31 yards. But after that 31-yard run, they really haven't done anything else. We've been playing some great defense. They got to put the ball in the air, decide to do a screen play. Luckily, was read perfectly, got tackled before it can get bad. But with there being 3 minutes left in this game, and they did not want a chance us scoring a touchdown and not leaving them too much time, they went for it on 4th down, and they picked it up. There's been a couple bumps in their drive, but it's been pretty good. They've been getting down the field. But then, their quarterback finally makes the mistake I've been waiting for. He tested me on 3rd and 3, and I'm catching that pick, and you know what? I'm taking this thing for 6. But then, of course, an easy touchdown was ruined. Flag on the field, clipping. Now, my touchdown is removed, but good thing I still got that pick. In the offense, I believe in them to go ahead and get down that field, score the touchdown, take the lead. The offense did just that, taking the lead, but Michigan State still has a chance with about 20 seconds left, and I'm taking that chance away. Give me that pick, my 3rd of the night. Just another completely dominant game for me. 4 in the first game and 3 in the second. I have 7 picks already, just 2 games through the season. I mean, at this point, the way that this season's going already, I had 17 last season. I got 7 in 2 games this season. I'm going to beat my record for sure. And then when that happens, there might have to be some conversation. Because breaking a record, setting your own, and then breaking your own record, that's some legendary stuff right there, I ain't gonna lie. But we're up 14-0 right now with about 6 minutes left. They're in the red zone, and he threw this ball up to me, and I dropped the ball that could have been my 8th pick of the season. And then on 3rd and 1, they decided to take the little flat route, and he ended up picking up the first down. So now they're even closer to scoring a touchdown. If I would have just caught that pick, they wouldn't be anywhere near about to score. You know what? I can't allow them to score a touchdown at least here. 3rd and goal, they're running the ball. They did a toss play to my side. Me and my teammates were there to make that tackle, preventing the touchdown. Now, they did end up catching a pick on our offense though, getting back into the red zone, and I ain't letting them score again. Give me that pick. And now the domination has finally started to commence. We're up 28-3 now in the beginning of the 3rd quarter. And that quarterback tried to scramble. I'm getting downhill, laying a big hit on him. He needs to fumble that ball though. Playing off coverage on 3rd and 7, just so he doesn't get this first down. I let him buy me just 1 step. Just enough for that quarterback to think he was open, but he was not. I caught back up to him, catching another pick. Give me that. Another multiple pick game, getting 2 picks this time. And at this point, if quarterbacks keep disrespecting me, we're going to be stacking these picks up all season. Now this week, we're the number 4 ranked team in the nation playing against 15 Utah. And already he's throwing me the ball on 3rd and 19. Give me that. Up 10-0 now. In the first quarter, it's coming to an end. I tried to bait up this route. I thought I was going to be able to jump and get that pick, but I was not able to. He got that ball right over my head, getting a 33-yard reception. And then on 3rd and 7, the quarterback decided to look to the other side of the field, because if he threw it over here, probably wouldn't have been a good decision. Throwing it to the other side of the field, scoring a touchdown to the back of the end zone. Offense scored right back, keeping it a 10-point game. But Utah ain't backing down. They still making big plays, trying to get down the field, because once we start gaining momentum, it's going to be over. But after losing yards on the run before, they tried to run the ball again on 2nd and 12, and this time losing even more yards. Forced to have to throw the ball on 3rd and 14, we're playing amazing coverage. Their D-line got back there, picking up the sack, and they lose yards once again. They got to kick that field goal. Crazy enough, they end up missing the field goal. We're up 24-7 with about 15 seconds left in the first half. Quarterback tries to scramble, gets hit, fumbles, and we pick that ball up already in scoring range. Not looking good for Utah at all. And just to make it a little bit worse, I'm jumping this route. Give me that pick. We're on a roll right now. Defense is rolling, offense is rolling. We just need to keep on going. Because then my dream of becoming undefeated can actually happen. And then, just to make my career look even crazier, the NCAA record for the most picks in a career is 29. I'm 1 behind that at 28, only a season and 4 games played. At this point, I done caught so many picks this season, I don't even remember how much I got. This Washington State quarterback is going to go ahead and up the score real quick. Give me that pick. After he threw that pick, he started to kind of stop throwing the ball to my side a little bit, throwing it to the other side a little bit more, and they were able to get down the field. And now they're in the red zone. On 3rd and 1, running the ball right up the middle, getting that first down easily and picking up a little bit more yards. They went through this whole drive without testing me until here on 1st and goal, he finally tested me and I dropped the ball. It was right there. Because it was my fault that they still had the ball in their possession, I had to try to stop this play from being a touchdown. On 3rd and goal, he broke my teammate's tackle. I came in and cleaned up. No tub for them. After they got that field goal, their defense got a quick stop. I don't even think it was a whole minute that went by with our offense having the ball. But now, they're just driving down the field. Pretty easily, actually. This quarterback has been dotting us up the whole time. But just like last time, great bend but don't break defense. They got all the way here in the red zone, almost to the goal line. But can they get into that end zone? No. 4th and inches. Though, that didn't really matter. It was 4th and inches. And when we got the game, they did a fake field goal and scored the touchdown. So now they're up 10-7. Here in the second half. Now we're in a position that we really shouldn't be in. We done had multiple stops in this game and we still got 7 points, but I guess we'll just have to try to do it again. Got them to 3rd and 6. I tried to let him by a little bit to try to bait him up, but instead threw it to the inside. Incomplete pass, great defense. It's 4th and 6 and they actually decided to go for it, but they would soon realize that that was a mistake. Almost picking up the first down, but just barely couldn't get in. Great tackle. 3rd quarter is coming to an end, and now we done found our way to take the lead. And at this point, momentum is starting to shift. We starting to gain it all after we get this sack, 4th and 11, and now offense can go ahead and extend the lead. Offense got out here, scored another touchdown, making it a 14-point game. We got them to 4th down, and they decided to run the ball. I guess they gave up. We got UCLA this week at their crib in hopes that we can continue our win streak and continue our dominance. And if it's one more thing I know is continuing, it's these picks. Give me that. And there I go. I have the new NCAA record for picks in a career with 30. And I'm only a season and 6 games in. 6 games not even finished. I got so much career left. I'm finna have a crazy record when it's all said and done. We're looking good so far, especially the defense. Until on this play on 2nd and 6, and that quarterback just launched the ball down the field. And they pick up this big play. And now, they're in the red zone. We got them to 3rd down. Right when we thought we had them, thought we was gonna make them have to kick a field goal, this receiver just ran through down there the whole team to score this touchdown. Now that's determination. But luckily, offense went down the field and scored a touchdown, so it's like the one that we allowed didn't even matter. And now it's 3rd down again, 3rd and 5. The quarterback throws the ball into the flat, and I'm coming downhill. And when I thought I was gonna make that tackle, he just threw me into the dirt. Luckily, my teammates were there to prevent the first down. At that time, offense didn't score, so it's still a 10-point game. And while we was in man coverage, they ran an amazing play, motioned me out the way, and then they ended up getting this huge play with this receiver, broke a tackle, and almost scored the touchdown. Luckily, we was there to make that tackle. But still, they're on 1st and goal in the red zone. They run the option play. He tosses the ball back to the running back. I'm there, but I just completely missed that tackle, and he gets in there for the touchdown. Is that my tackling has been pretty bad. And up until this point, when I allowed this huge play, my pass coverage has been on point too. I mean, I don't know why I played that zone like that. Luckily, my teammates was there to prevent the touchdown for me. But that didn't matter, because just like last time they scored a touchdown on 2nd and goal, running another option play. Tossing it back to the running back, and he's getting in there for the touchdown. And this time, they took the lead. I don't know what happened to me between the 1st quarter and right now, but me allowing plays like this is just unacceptable. Me allowing the big plays is the reason why they got 21 points. So if we lose this one, it's all on me. But I ain't planning to lose this game right here. We finna win. It's 2nd and 20. I allowed this receiver a little bit of room just so I wouldn't allow a big play. And he ended up catching that slant. I got blocked a little bit, and he picked up 16 yards. And then on 3rd and 4, we wasn't expecting them to run the ball at all. We thought they was gonna pass it, but they ran the ball, and they ended up picking up the 1st down. UCLA is on a mission. This quarterback just been throwing straight dots up the field on 1st and 10, in and off their drive with another dot for a touchdown. We're down 28-23 here in the 4th quarter, and there's no way we finna lose this game. And obviously my teammate, he ain't feeling losing either. He jumped that comeback route for me, catching that pick, and I tried to pick up somebody on the block, but there was too many people there. He ended up getting tackled. Hopefully our offense can use this opportunity though to take the lead. After that, offense scored, and we continued to use our momentum. Got in the 3rd and 5, and actually, I ended up allowing this 1st down, but he could not get his feet in for the 1st down. Offense scored once again, making it a 8-point lead. That quarterback tried to take the short route, but I had the perfect angle to go ahead and pick this ball off. Give me that, and I'm taking it for 6. That's a great way to end the game, getting 2 picks, when I really didn't have that good of a coverage game. This week is a huge week, because if you remember what happened last year, we lost to Stanford when they were 1-7, and we were a top school in the nation. There's no reason why we should have lost that game, and now we get to get our get back. And my get back starts here on 3rd and inches. When I'm playing a deep zone, I let the receiver buy me for 1 split second, and the quarterback threw that ball, and I'm catching my 1st pick of the game. Give me that. It's 3rd and 4. I'm going to flats on this side, but I realized nobody was over and the quarterback was scrambling to the other side. So what I did was I followed him to the other side. And I don't know if he saw me or not, but he threw that ball and I was right there for it, getting a crazy dive and grab. Give me that. Remember what I said about disrespecting me? He disrespects me again on 3rd and 8, throwing his ball down the field on the streak, and I catch another crazy one-hand dive and grab. Give me that. Now we still have 3 points somehow in this game, but there's no way that they win or even come close to winning the way our defense is playing so far. It's just like as a defense right now, we're just making plays after plays. On 3rd and 16, the quarterback tried to scramble. He got hit, fumbled, and we got that ball. Getting even closer and getting in the field goal range. Offense finally scored, so maybe now offense could finally find some momentum to keep on going. About 1.5 minutes left in this 1st half, and on 3rd and 5, for some reason, they decided to run the ball, run it up the middle, and they just barely didn't get that 1st down. Offense scored, giving them about 30 seconds left in this 1st half. That Stanford QB got a little too desperate, threw the ball down the field, and it's picked off. Now, being up 17-0 in the 3rd quarter, this is how it should have been last season. I don't understand why we lost, or how we lost, or even simply just the fact that they scored the amount of points that they did. Man, I tell y'all, we definitely got all the momentum in this game right here. 3rd and 6, and even though I ended up getting beat over the top, the quarterback started sensing a little bit of pressure. Not only that, it's raining too. He overthrew that ball crazily. After going through 3 quarters of not getting any points, Stanford finally made their way down the field and finally scored their 1st touchdown of the game. And they even went for 2, and they got it, but it's a little bit too late. We win this game, getting our get back. And just to make the dub feel even better, I had 3 picks. Come on now, I'm like that. And now that we're about halfway through the season, we can see my stats. I got 17 picks through 7 games. And the craziest thing about this stat, if you remember last season, I had 17 picks. And I'm gonna just leave it at that. Now after getting our much needed get back, we most definitely gotta lock in against this team, because this is Washington, but not only that, they're the #1 ranked team in the nation and undefeated. And the crazy thing about this is the fact that they don't have Rome or Michael Penix anymore. So this means the recruits they end up getting were pretty good. Now, they might be 7-0, but we're 7-0 too. I'm already knowing this game right here is going to be one of those. Me personally, even though I don't want to say it to them, I know that this game is not going to be won by our offense. We're going to need to make plays on defense, catch picks, force fumbles, and if they get down the field into the red zone, make them have to kick the field goal instead of getting the touchdown. And me, being the ball hawk that I am, I know I'm going to get them picks in. Speaking of, on this 1st and 10, I'm going this corner route. I didn't really play it fully until I saw that quarterback's eyes when he was throwing that ball to it. Little did he know he fell into my trap. Give me that pick. And there it goes. I break my old NCAA record for the most picks in a season. And it's only the 8th game of this season. Just imagine what this number gonna look like at the end. Just like I said, this game's gonna be won. Just like how all the other games that we won, playing great defense. They got back there making a great tackle for loss. Now look, I'm gonna be honest, this play that they ran would have been smart if I didn't have the IQ that I got. Boy man coverage, and they tried to put that receiver that I was guarding in a curl route, so I had to sit there and guard him, while also running a corner route above me. But me, I realized what they was doing. I left my man to go ahead and get this pick. Give me that. We're up 24-6, and it's 4th and 10. They have no option but to go for it, and they end up picking it up off this slant, almost getting to the touchdown. Now on 2nd and goal, they run the ball right up the middle, getting that touchdown, making it a 2-score lead. The offense didn't score, but all we got to do as a defense is either stop them or make it to where they take a long time to get any type of points. It's 3rd and 16. I'm playing off-man coverage, and I'm gonna be honest, I got cooked by this comeback route. It's my fault. I should have been able to read it that he was running that, but they didn't get the first down. It's 4th and 3. But then on 4th and 3, they ran a pretty good play. We were in man coverage and we all started bumping into each other, and my man was the one to get open to pick up the first down. I didn't allow 2 catches this drive, but one thing I'm not going to do is allow a touchdown. He threw the ball into my flats and I'm laying a big hit on that boy. At this point, since it's only about 4 minutes and a half left in this game, they're definitely going to go for it here on 4th down, as we just got this stop on 3rd. And on 4th and 5, they ended up throwing us all off. Nobody was there for this. They ran a screen play and the running back didn't get the touchdown, but he did pick up the first down. That's a couple more plays for them, but at the same time, that's wasting time for us. 2nd and goal, they ran a toss play to my side, and me being dumb, I tried to hit stick him, and I completely missed him, and he got the touchdown. Now luckily, after that, offense went down the field, got a field goal. Washington has 1 minute and a half to try to score a touchdown here. All they could do was score a touchdown and get 2, but the quarterback just threw that ball up, and it's picked off. Game over. Other than the end of the game, I had a pretty good game with 4 tackles and 2 picks. This week is another one of them weeks. This is the team that we lost to last season. Cal, if you remember, we lost to Tennessee and then we lost to Cal back to back. Me personally, I'd be damned if I allow Cal to ruin our win streak that we on right now. 1 undefeated so far, and I ain't looking to lose no games this season. After taking a penalty, it's 1st and 15. I'm off man coverage, he ran the curl route. I just waited for that quarterback to throw it and then jump that route, give me that pick. After I caught that pick, offense didn't score, but that's cool though. We got them to 3rd and 7, and my teammate, he ain't playing them games either. He catches him a pick too, getting 1 foot in. Alright, now it's getting a little crazy. We still got 0 points. The last pick that my teammate caught put us in pretty good position to get some points, and we still don't have any. And now it's looking like they probably finna go ahead and take the lead, get the first points of the game, when in reality, we should have been had some points. And finally, offense scores a touchdown. We're winning 7-3 now, and on 2nd and 2, they run the ball up the middle, picking up the first down. Then on 3rd and 12, after getting tackled for loss, they tried to run a receiver screen, but we was all over that. And them D linemen, boy, they got back there and got that -12 sack. Offense actually turned the ball over, giving Cal the ball back with about 50 seconds left in this first half, and now they're picking up the first down. And then something that almost never happens to me ended up happening to me here on 1st and 10. I feel like I played this route perfectly, but for some reason I couldn't jump to get that pick. He got that ball in the back of the end zone for the touchdown. And I'm gonna be honest, that had me pissed because I allowed them to score the last points of the first half. And that carried on to the second half. My anger, I tried to take it out on a receiver, ended up missing the hit stick completely, and they got a big game. Now at this point, we're in a predicament, kind of like how we was in last time we played against them. They ended up getting this touchdown on 3rd and goal, making it a 10-point lead. But luckily this time, offense was able to get down the field and get a field goal. And after offense got some points, we felt rejuvenated. We got out there, got a stop. And after that stop, offense got a touchdown, tying the game up. Now it's the 4th quarter, this is crunch time. This is when you can't make no mistakes. And on 3rd and 8, they make a big mistake. They end up doing a QB run, which was terrible because he ended up getting tackled and did not pick up that first down. And offense took full advantage of that opportunity. They got that field goal, getting us a lead. We got 2 minutes to stop them from getting down the field. In this drive right here, we gotta play the best defense we done played all game. We cannot let them tie the game up, and if they score a touchdown, the game might be over. On 2nd and 17, I'm guarding the flats, but nobody was down there. So I decided to run with this receiver, help out this safety down the field. The quarterback threw the ball with 2 people there, and we couldn't come down with it. After the 3rd and 17, it feels like we got this drive on lock. We've been playing great defense up until this moment. When this tight end catches the ball, breaks a couple tackles, and breaks a huge run, and I had to chase him down, tackle him before he get that touchdown. But they are in field goal range, and on 3rd and 10, they pick up a couple more yards to try to secure this field goal. Maybe they missed it though, and they actually did end up missing a field goal. So we came out with the dub, and I ain't gonna lie, this dub ain't feel as good as the Stanford one, but at least we got our get back still. Now look, even though we won last game, I still felt a kind of way of the way that we won. I mean, we didn't win like we should have won. I mean, it took them missing the game-tying field goal for us to win the game, and that should not be how it is. We're a top 5 school in the nation. We should be blowing teams like that out. And I let my team know it. I let the offense know it, the defense know it, and I even, you know what I'm saying, put a little bit of blame on myself, because even me, I had some bad plays too. Obviously, just through these games, it hasn't been the defense's problem at all. Like, we've been getting good stops, getting turnovers. It's clearly the offense right now. And the reason for the offense not performing how they could be because we lost our quarterback to the NFL draft and a couple wide receivers to the transfer portal. And not only that, the new quarterback that we got is a completely different quarterback from Bo Nix. So the guys that were there last year that are still here today, they gotta adjust to the new quarterback style. And it's just taking a little bit of adjustment. But I feel like at this point, we're in the 10th game of the season and they should be good. And yeah, I might not be on offense, but I had to let them know. I had to let the offense know what they was doing wrong, because it didn't feel like they had the leader over there. So I had to be the one, I guess. And to be honest, I don't know if they took it the wrong way or the right way, but this game, we only got 13 points. And yeah, we won this game, but we're gonna need a lot more next game. Because this week, we got Colorado. Last year, we beat them, and they're not having that to go to the season, but they still have Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter. With how mid our offense has been, with our defense having to basically do everything, there's a chance that we could lose this game. And I'm not trying to let that happen at all. So I'm going to come out here every single play and do as much as I can, as I always do. But as for my other defensive teammates, across that middle of the field especially, they've been dotting that up. And here on 3rd and 11, when we should have been able to get this stop, there was a wide open receiver getting that first down easily, which put them in position to go ahead and run this ball up the middle on 2nd and goal, scoring the first touchdown of the game. Now, they didn't make the extra point, but they end up getting the stop on our offense, and now they're already on our side of the field again. 2nd and 5, and the receiver ran a hitch where I'm trying my hardest to try to bait up the quarterback, but instead he decided to scramble. He ended up picking up a big gain, getting the first down and more, 20-yard rush. And then ending off their drive, Shedeur Sanders running the read option. He gets into that touchdown untouched. Another touchdown on our head top. It's funny, I was talking about how good our defense was and everything, but right now the offense and the defense is looking bad. We only got 3 points and we keep on allowing plays like this. Luckily, as they got into the red zone, we started playing a lot better defense. It's 3rd and 14, I'm guarding the flats, but nobody was in the flats. So I followed this receiver into the end zone. Shedeur Sanders threw that ball up there and I'm getting that pick. Give me that. Now we starting to gain some momentum. Offense scored a touchdown, making it a 3-point game. It's 3rd and 4, I'm guarding the flats, and they running the ball to my side. I'm getting there, getting a tackle right before he can get that first down. It's the second half now, and we've taken the lead now. We're up 17-13, and 2nd and 7, they running the ball, running right through him and scoring the touchdown. Shedeur Sanders is going crazy on the run game right now. And then just to make it even worse, offense gave the ball up through a turnover. They got the ball on our side of the field on 3rd and 10, taking a little check down, didn't get the first down, but they're in field goal range. Offense had their little run in this game of getting points, but now Colorado's defense done locked in. They done got a couple stops. Now they're finna try to extend this lead. All game, Shedeur Sanders has been killing us with his run game, and here he does it again on 1st and goal, scoring another rushing touchdown. Like, I don't know what in the world is going on right now. We keep on allowing him to do that. And on 3rd and 8, he finally puts the ball in the air and we get that pick. This is what we needed. We need offense to go ahead and get some points because they have not been doing that. And there we go. And just when we needed it, we have no timeouts now at this point, and we get this tackle making it 4th down. Offense has a minute left with no timeouts to try to get a touchdown. Can they do it? No, they couldn't. And so after winning 10 games straight, we lose our first game of the season to Colorado. Losing all the momentum we had, and we was a top 5 school in the nation. We probably not gonna be that no more after this game. Man, it's just crazy to me. Just like last season, when we felt like we was on a good run, we lost the game, and then we fell off. Now, this season, after winning 10 games straight, being a top 5 school in the nation, we lose a game, and now we're 10. When we thought we was gonna have a good chance at the national championship, now we're gonna have to make sure we definitely win every single game at just hopes of getting there. I mean, that loss right there, like, really felt like I got stabbed in my heart because all the work that we done put in just to lose to Colorado. And the thing that makes that loss so bad is the fact that there were multiple undefeated teams, and we were the first undefeated team of this season to lose. When I tell y'all, the energy in the locker room after that game was so crazy. Everybody just blaming each other, everybody mad. And I told them, let's just bring that anger into this game against Oregon State. Make sure we do not lose 2 games in a row just like we did last year. And man, bringing that anger that we had from last game into this game against Oregon State is definitely working. I mean, we are all over their plays every single time. So far, we're dominating this game offensively and defensively. I almost came out with this pick on 1st and 10, but I just couldn't get a foot in to secure the pick. It's the second half now, and that anger that we had and that momentum coming into the second half has carried over. Starting off with a great bait to catch that pick and not able to get the pick 6, but putting the offense in a great position to try to go get some more points. It's the end of the third quarter now. We haven't allowed any big plays up until this moment on 3rd and 11 while we're running the zone. He threw that ball right over the top of that DB on the other side, and they got a big touchdown, just to show that this game is not over yet. But luckily, offense stayed locked in. They went out there and got a touchdown too, making the lead back to where it was. But we didn't allow them to get into scoring range. Now, with about 2 minutes left in this game, running the ball in with the quarterback for the touchdown, making it a 1-score lead again. But luckily, offense was able to drain that clock down and win this game. And I came away with a pick too. It's great that we won that game against Oregon State because now we're in the conference championship and we could take that momentum into this game against USC, who no longer have Caleb Williams. I mean, they do got Malachi Nelson, but this is his first season starting. He throwing picks like this. Give me that. And I'm taking this thing for 6. I mean, I don't know what Malachi Nelson's seeing out here, but on 2nd and 5, he gives me another one. Give me that. But not only am I getting my second pick of the game, I'm getting my second pick 6 of the game. Come on, man. Just completely dominating this game. It's still the first quarter. We're up 24-0 and he's testing me again. Give me that. Man, this game I'm having right now is ridiculous. 3 picks and 2 6s in just the first quarter. But the turnovers don't end there for Malachi Nelson. That boy is going through it all, trying to scramble, getting a hit, fumbling, and we picking that ball up. And not only that, taking it for 6. This is ridiculous. We're in the 4th quarter now. They still got 10 points. We're winning 44-10. And this dude's running a corner route, and I knew exactly what it was. Give me that pick on that sideline. I mean, at this point, I don't even know how many picks I got in this game, but go ahead and add one more to it. Malachi tried to throw the ball while he was getting hit, and I was in the perfect place at the perfect time. Give me that pick again. Just scooping that thing up. And I just broke my old school record of 4 picks in the game with 5. And if you don't know, 5 is the most picks of all time in the game. And if I can get one more, I'll be holding that record too. But unfortunately, wasn't able to get that 6th pick. We still won the conference championship though, and that's pretty big. But now, we're finna go into the bowl game. It's not gonna be the national championship, but at least we get a bowl game still. But before that bowl game happens, something crazy ended up happening. I ended up winning the Heisman at cornerback. That is insane. And I guess it makes sense, because even though it's not showing it, I had 27 picks throughout the season. Crazy. And along with that, of course, I ended up winning all these other awards. All these awards I said I'm most likely probably gonna win every single season in college. But now it's time to lock in for this bowl game. Now look, we're in the Rose Bowl, and this might not be in the game that I wanted to be in, which is the national championship. But still, I don't care. I'm going to make sure I win every bowl game I'm in. Because to me, winning the conference championship just isn't enough. I'm coming into this Rose Bowl game like it's the national championship. And I'm going to make sure we win this. And man, so far we're just dominating. It's about 2 minutes and a half left in this first half. We're up 24-7. Defense playing amazing. Offense is playing amazing right now. And nothing's going bad for us. 2nd and 7, the quarterback didn't even give his receivers a chance to try to get open. He just threw that ball right out of bounds over the end zone. And then on 3rd and 7, he decided to test me to the back of the end zone. I'm be honest, I played this terribly. Lucky for me though, that receiver couldn't even get 1 foot in. That was a dot, but he could not score the touchdown. I guess since I almost allowed a touchdown last time, this quarterback believes that he could just test me like I'm anybody. But I'm not. Throwing this corner route and I'm getting this pick. Give me that. Just a complete dominant performance on both sides of the field for us. Offensively, defensively, we just dominated Ohio State. They just couldn't do nothing with us at all. And so after just dominating Ohio State, we won the Rose Bowl. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I don't know if this is gonna be my last game with this team, but there's a chance that I might hit that transfer portal. I mean, I'm here to try to win national championships. I feel like if I don't get one through my 4 years, it's gonna be kind of hard for me to, you know what I'm saying, go to the NFL and just not have that national championship. That's crazy. Especially when I'm trying to be known as the greatest cornerback to ever touch a college football field. Like, yeah, my picks might just get me there by themselves and the awards that I get, but I won a national championship for me. I mean, just look at the stats I'm having. I'd say I'm already the greatest cornerback of all time. Like, I just don't got that national championship so far. 17 picks in my first year and 28 in my second. Like, what is going on? And I still have 2 more seasons to prove who I am and get more records in the record book. I mean, my name is already all over my school's record book and in the NCAA record book. And by the time it's all said and done, the records I set will be unreachable. But there's a big question mark to all this. Will the last 2 of my years be spent at Oregon? Or should I decide to hit that transfer portal and go to a team that has a better chance at getting to that national championship? What I've been able to do in my first 2 seasons in college football have been crazy. I mean, 17 picks in my first year and 28 in my second, just insane. And look, in those 2 years, I feel like I played great. But really, there's something that I'm missing that I need to get in these last 2 years. And yeah, in my first year, we got to the Alamo Bowl and we even won it, but that's just not enough for me. And in my second season, the one where I caught 30 picks, we only had 1 loss, and that was to Colorado. Because of that 1 loss, we weren't able to go to the national championship. We ended up going to the Rose Bowl, and yeah, we won. We blew OSU out, but still, that's just not the national championship. And so, after 2 years on Oregon, there had been rumors around saying that I was entering that transfer portal, and I ain't gonna lie, it might have been true, but I mean, I feel like I just gotta give them 1 more year to go and try to get to that national championship. And so, after a lot of speculation, I'm back on Oregon for 1 more year. And the good thing is, even through all that speculation of me going to the transfer portal, we still kept a couple players, a couple good players too. And man, when I tell y'all, walking back into that locker room after all that stuff that happened over the summer, just felt amazing. I could just feel a whole different energy in the room than we had last year. Because I mean, last year we didn't have a bad season. It's just the fact that we lost 1 game. 1 game. And it was to Colorado, a team that we really shouldn't have lost to. But this year, we ain't going for none of that. We ain't got no room for no mess ups. We got to make sure that our chemistry is on point. And that's something that we really worked on during the summer. Because I mean, while the speculation was happening on Twitter or X now and Instagram and everything, we was all just hanging out together a lot. And something that we realized last season is that even though we had a great season and lost 1 game, that 1 game was probably lost due to the lack of chemistry that we had. Personally, I just feel like you can't only have chemistry on the football field. You also got to do things off the field with your teammates to really get close with them. And then that's when the football chemistry goes up even more. Not only that, last year, our offense was very, very mediocre. I mean, the quarterback, it was his first year playing with us, but this year it's going to be his second season. So he got a lot more chemistry with the wide receivers, the tight end, the O-line. It's going to be a lot better. It really ain't got no choice but to be a lot better. Because we can't settle for nothing but the national championship this season. But not only do the offense got to do a lot better from last season, but the defense does too. We had some games where we allowed more points than we should have. This year, we're on a mission. And even though I didn't tell my teammates this, if we don't make it to the national championship this season, I'm probably going to end up hitting that transfer portal for my last year in college. But I'm going to just hope it never had to come to that. Hopefully this is the season that we go undefeated and we go to the national championship and win it. But if we want to do that, go undefeated, get to the national championship, we got to take this season game by game. Make sure we win each game. Last season, I really felt like we didn't do that. We were looking ahead of ourselves a lot. And that's why when we was undefeated and we played against Colorado, we lost to them. But if we want to be that undefeated team, we got to make sure that we handle what's in front of us first. Don't worry about what we got next. Worry about what's in front of us, and then we get the next things done. So far, in the second game of the season, playing against Cal, we're doing what we need to do right now. Defense is locked in, and offense is too. Right now, in the second game of the season against Cal, we making sure they feel us every single play. They catch that ball, we are coming in full head of steam, knocking their heads off. I haven't caught a pick yet, which isn't normal for me. I almost get this pick trying to bait up the flats, but I did not reach out for that ball. It's fine though. I'm not starting off this season as hot as I was the last 2 seasons, but we still 2-0. We got to continue that streak. We got Stanford on the third game of the season. This is a team that in our first year, they ended up beating us. But in the second season, we blew them out, and we're looking to do that once again. And even though we know that they shouldn't beat us at all, they beat us my first season, so I always got that in the back of my mind. So I'm playing with all the energy I got every single play. I don't care. We definitely starting this game off completely dominating them boys. We have 17-0, it's 3rd and 2. They're trying to run the ball up the middle, get that first, but they cannot get any yards. Since they down 17 points, they ain't got no choice but to go for it on 4th and 2, and they didn't go anywhere but backwards. And man, we really carried that momentum coming into the second half, and this Stanford quarterback throws his ball straight at that linebacker. Great defense, and we already positioned to extend his lead even more. It's the third game of the season. I still don't got a pick. I'm trying to get one here, trying to jump this route, but I just dropped the ball, man. It's been so long since I caught one, man. Man, in the back of my head, I'm just thinking, this little drive that they on right now should already be over. But I just dropped that pick, and because of that, this quarterback is picking up this first down off that 3rd and 8. Got them boys a 3rd down again, and to be honest, it ain't matter if they got this or not. They ain't get it, but still, this game is clearly over. I say we're doing pretty good this season to start off. We haven't really played too much comp yet, but the games that we had played, we did what we needed to do to get the dub. And it's like the locker room after and before every single game, I could just feel the energy. And this energy was kind of similar to the last year, but this one's a little bit different. Especially with most of our players starting being upperclassmen, we know what it's going to take to win and make the least amount of mistakes as possible. Now for me, this season is starting off very, very different compared to my last 2 seasons. I mean, especially last season. I went through like 2 games, I already had 7 picks. This year, we're in our 4th game and I still don't have one. But in terms of coverage and making tackles, making plays, I'm still doing all that. It's just, I'm not getting the picks that I'm used to getting. It's kind of weird. I'm just hoping that the NFL scouts that are watching me aren't looking at this season right now so far as a down year and more as a different year. A year that's now showing off my other abilities other than just being a ball hog. But then at the same time, I start thinking to myself, maybe it's because these quarterbacks have finally understood to not test me anymore. I mean, it's been 2 years. Maybe at this point, the coaches done told them to not test me or even look my way. And at that point, I can respect it. But here against Georgia State, I finally get my first pick. We're up 39-0. It's 3rd and 8. He decided to test me off this in route. Give me that pick. Man, it's really crazy to me. 4 games into the season, and I finally get my first pick. I'm just hoping that maybe the ball can fall into my hands just a couple more times in the next couple games, you know what I'm saying? Keep this momentum, this pick momentum going. Please. This week, we got Old Dominion, another team that we should without a doubt blow out. Like, this game shouldn't even be close. I mean, already in the first quarter, we're up 14-0, and almost every single play, they go backwards. Well, up until somehow we allowed them to drive all the way up the field, get to 3rd and 1, and almost pick up this first down, just barely not getting it. And they got to settle for the field goal. And then on 3rd and 7, while I'm playing off-man coverage, I allowed him to get past me just a little bit. The quarterback threw the streak and I had the pick. The ball was right in my hands, but I dropped. You could say it's the rain, but nah, that's on me. It's like in the last 2 years, I would drop a couple picks, but I would get a lot more picks. This year, I'm not really getting tested like that, so dropping a pick is huge. But I guess as long as we win in games and keep on going undefeated, I'll be good. I hope. Cause still, like I said, even though I'm not really catching picks this season, I'm doing a lot of other things that's gonna still keep me up there in the draft board. But at the end of the day, we are here to get a dub, and that's exactly what we do, dominating in defense and dominating with our offense. But man, I just cannot cap. Like 1 pick through 5 games just sounds crazy to me. Alright, now we got a big game. We became the #1 school in the nation now. We're playing against a team that beat us last year, the only loss we had on our record. But the difference between this year and last year is that they don't have Travis Hunter no more, they don't got Shiloh Sanders no more, and they don't got Shadur. So it should be an easy win. Especially with us becoming the #1 team in the nation, we better play like that. Because Colorado is 2-4 and they're not even ranked. But even with all things considered, their defense is still locking our offense up. It's crazy. But it's a good thing that our defense right now is all over them. 3rd and 10, they taking a little short, quick slant, and he ain't going nowhere with it. Offense finally scored again, making it 13-0 with about a minute left in this first half. We cannot allow them to get down the field. A great sack, -8 yards. With 16 seconds left in this first half on 3rd and 18, they decided to run the ball. They just want to go ahead, go to the second half. I guess we'll take it. Now so far, their offense really hasn't looked good at all. But one person that they still got over these years is Amarion Miller, a guy who's pretty decent. I don't think he'll be enough to beat us. There's just certain things that our defense ain't gonna let fly. I mean, last year, this might have worked, but this year, you can't just throw that ball up. That thing picked off. But bro, tell me how he gonna catch the pick, get tackled, and then fumble the ball, giving them the ball back right where he got that pick at. Like, what in the world? Well, when we thought the drive was over, I guess they get the ball in the red zone now. We getting this 5-yard sack. After a penalty, it's now 2nd and 20. He's taking a little check down in the flats to pick up 7 yards. Then on 3rd and 13, they try to do something they haven't done all game. They run a screen play, and that didn't work at all. Only gained them 1 yard. I mean, in this game, their offense was just running out of ideas. Everything they tried to do got destroyed every time they try to do it. They run the ball, running back gets killed. It's 3rd and 7. They're trying to pick up this first down easily, trying to run a little screenplay. But they did the screenplay to my side. I'm getting back there, getting a big hit on that running back. You ain't picking up that first on my side. 23-3 here in the 4th quarter. On 2nd and 7, quarterback tried to take the check down in the flats, but that boy jumped that route and taking that thing for 6-2. This game's over with. Man, it always feels good to get back against a team that beat you last year. Because we're on a mission this year, like I said. And we can't let no one or nothing stand in the way of our mission. Man, oh man, this is actually pretty crazy to me. We're playing against USC and they are -2-5. This is weird to see. But after seeing what Malachi Nelson did last year, throwing me all them picks, I guess he's just not a good quarterback for them because they're not having a good season. And the way that we've been doing them so far in this first quarter, already up 14-0, it's pretty clear to me that transfer portal did not do them any good. Man, on 3rd and 12, Malachi almost threw me a pick, but I just was like 1/2 a second late from getting there. Still made that tackle though, 4th and 10. Just some amazing defense being played in this game right now. And the offense is also scoring. We're up 21-0. We almost halfway through the 2nd quarter. USC them finally made their way down the field now, and they trying to get into the red zone. Malachi finding his receiver open to the sideline, getting into the red zone. Now on 1st and goal, they're running the ball to the other side, and they end up getting this touchdown, finally scoring their first touch of the game. 2nd half now, they start with the ball. If they score on this drive, it makes it a 1-score game. But me, I ain't gonna let that happen. I just waited for Malachi to throw this round and jumped it at the perfect time. Give me that. And I'm taking this thing for 6. Catching that pick 6, I'm back out here, and on 1st and 10, it looked like he was trying to give me another pick, but he just overthrew that. I would have had that. But it's cool though, because on 3rd and 14, I'm playing this deep zone. Malachi felt it was a good idea to try to throw this ball down the field, but me, I'm getting that pick. Give me that again. Man, for something I realized, if I need someone to throw me that ball, someone I could rely on to give me more picks, it's Malachi Nelson. But man, oh man, finally getting another multiple pick game. Feels nice to finally feel this feeling again. Well, through about halfway through the season, I got 3 picks, and I'm not up there yet, but hopefully I find a way to get back up to number 1. What's crazy for me is the fact that I'm a cornerback, and almost every single season that I've been here, I've been like top in these solo tackles. Like, it's crazy. We got 1-7 Arizona State. Last time we played against a 1-7 team, you know what happened. We're not letting it happen this time though. 3rd and 1, all they need is 1 yard. I mean, as soon as that quarterback hiked the ball, immediate sack. Crazy. Offense didn't score, so it's still 0-0. We got them to 3rd and 6, and the quarterback literally just launched the ball down the field while taking a hit and somehow found that receiver, and they down the field now. They're in the red zone now. On 2nd and 4, running the ball to my side. I just barely get there. Right before he gets to that touchdown, hit about the 2-yard line. Now, with it being 1st and goal, it's kind of hard to stop somebody here when they just running that ball in. They scored the first points of the game. But now it's the 2nd quarter, and thanks to special teams and offense, we're up 14-7 now. 2nd and 14, they picking up a couple yards. 3rd and 5. They had a pretty good idea here. I'm going to flat, so I end up having to guard like 2 people at one time. I was able to do that, and the receiver that was on the curl flat ended up running up. But luckily, that safety made a great play on that ball. He could have picked it off, but ended up getting a deflection. After that drive, I ain't gonna lie, it's just been straight domination. We done scored multiple times, like in a row. We're up 35-14. They just can't do nothing with us. But a game like this against a team like that is expected. This is what we're supposed to do. Because when it comes to the real ranked teams, the good teams, we gotta make sure we're ready for them. And we better be. We got 4-4 Utah this week, and off the rip on their first drive, they're already testing me. Somehow I didn't jump up and get that pick. He got that ball right over my head. But all I know is if that quarterback tries that again on me, it's not gonna happen the same way it did last time. I promise you, I'm picking that ball off. Now, kind of like I said, but not really what I said. He threw this ball over my head, and this time, I caught that pick. I wasn't even guarding the right person. I picked up on my teammates, man. Give me that. Now, offense didn't score on my pick, but we're up 14-3, so we got a good amount of leeway. He's throwing his ball into the flats, and I'm coming downhill and a big hit on that running back. Then on 3rd and 7, his receiver made a great catch, a great play, but they didn't give him the first down, so he made that great diamond grab for no reason. We up 17-3 right now, looking good, feeling good. Less than 2 minutes left in this first half, and on 3rd and 14, they threw that ball over the top with crazy accuracy, got it to that receiver. 3rd and 10, I'm playing this deep zone over here. I'm begging him to throw this ball, but he couldn't because he ended up getting sacked for 7 yards. Great defense. It's the 4th quarter now. We're under 3 minutes left in this game, and the score still hasn't changed. 17-3, and they could have had the first down, but he took too long to get that ball to the receiver. Now look, this game is definitely not over, especially after they pick up this first down. If they're able to score a touchdown on this drive in quick enough time, they could be within 1 score and do an onside kick and maybe get it. But their quarterback ended up making a big mistake, testing me while trying to get down the field. The perfect bait, and give me that. Look, this game is probably over. It's 17-3 with less than a minute left in this game. The quarterback just threw this ball into the end zone, just heaving, and I get this crazy one-hand grab, and guess what? I'm taking it for 6. And there is another record that I break. The longest interception return of all time. 107 yards. I really needed a game like that. 3 picks. I needed that. Especially because now I'm leading the NCAA in picks again. Just like I was my first 2 seasons. But, you know what I'm saying, the gap ain't as big as it was before. But hopefully, they keep throwing me the ball. To be honest, I don't remember if we've even played a ranked team this season. We got Washington State, another team that's negative. Maybe that's why, even though we're still undefeated, we fell to number 2 in the nation. But hey, I ain't really gonna complain at all. If they gonna keep on giving us teams like this, we'll just keep on building up our record, keep on building up our confidence for the big games that's coming up. Because how well we've been playing offensively and defensively throughout this season, our chemistry together as a whole team is the best it's ever been. And as long as we could bring this chemistry, bring all the energy, bring all the momentum that we got playing against these teams, against the good teams, the ranked teams, we can be good. In this game against Washington State, they just scored about 14 points coming into the 4th quarter, but with only 4 minutes left and we up 2 scores, they ain't got enough time to come back. And it's crazy to see, but I ain't have a single other stat but tackles, 11 of them too. Remember what I said about playing comp? Yeah, we got one right here, but hold on, let's go ahead and watch this beautiful pick. Give me that. Start off the game. This week, we got Washington, probably our first ranked team, I believe, this season. But the thing is, they don't have Rome anymore, and they don't have Michael Penix. And the way that their offense is looking right now in this snow ain't looking too good. I mean, when they had them players, we were still beating them. And now that they don't have them, it's going to make it even worse. And I mean, even though they're a ranked team, I still believe that we should come into this game and just completely dominate. Because, like, that's just the team we are. We're the number 1 ranked team in the nation, even though it's say number 2. They ran an option play here on 1st and 10. Faking it, running it with the quarterback, tossing it to the running back. My teammate got his tackle broken, but I was there to finish the job. Now that last run didn't work at all, and they doing it again here on 2nd and 10, and I'm getting back there making that running back fly. I got all this energy, getting his hit sticks in, but on 3rd and 7, I allowed this receiver to get past me, way too far past me. He was actually pretty fast, I couldn't catch up to him, and I allowed a touchdown, my first one of the year. Me, especially being the best cornerback in the nation, I can't be making mistakes like that. I know I'm human, but I don't allow touchdowns like that. And now it's a tie game and they got the ball back. Especially after allowing a touchdown like that, I'm locked in for real. I'm not allowing him to get no more catches. They got a field goal last drive and our offense went down the field, got a touchdown. Now we're up 4 points at 3rd and 11. They're taking a check down. I'm getting down there, making a great tackle. Now they got to go for it on 4th down and we're going to get this stop. And well, on 4th and 10, they just barely pick up the first down. The running back came out the backfield on a wheel route and ended up picking it up. But yet again, playing amazing defense. Got him to the 3rd and 4, and as soon as he was finna throw that ball, got hit. -7 yards. They settled for the field goal and ended up stopping our offense. We're only up 1 point now. If they get a field goal, this game is over. He tested me out of all people, and I'ma need that. Give me that. Game over. There was no way I was gonna allow a touchdown to happen on me again. With that clutch pick I end up getting, we get out this game with a dub, continuing our win streak, and now we're heading into the last game of the regular season. In the last game of the season, we at home at the crib playing against our rivals, Oregon State, and I'll be damned if we lose to Oregon State. I'm playing the flats here on 3rd and 9. This receiver ran a corner route. Bro thought he was going to be able to get that ball to him. As soon as he got his hands on it, I got my hand on that ball too, knocking it out. And then on 3rd and 7, that quarterback got way too desperate, just launched it deep down the field, and that ball is going the other way. Great pick. Their defense ended up getting a stop, so it's still 14-0. And on 2nd and 9, I see this quarterback scrambling. I'm getting back there, getting my first sack of the season. It's just under 2 minutes left in this first half. And on 3rd and 13, the quarterback can't find no one to throw the ball to. He took too long to decide, tried to scramble, got hit, sacked for 3 yards. We ended up scoring before half, and then we scored when we got the ball at half. And now we're up 28-0, just completely dominating this game. Funny enough, they got 2 points off of a safety, and on 3rd down, they still can't find a way to pick up this first down. Finds his receiver open, but he can't pick up the first down. But yeah, man, at this point, up 35-2 and only the 3rd quarter, this game's over. And now we're in the conference championship, playing against UCLA, who is ranked 11. And for some reason, the social media, they believe that UCLA is going to beat us just because of the fact that we haven't really played too much comp throughout the season. And I mean, I guess they're right. We really haven't played that many ranked teams. Our schedule was pretty easy, but we're still the #1 team in the nation. And the way that we came out in this game against UCLA, our defense ain't allowing them to breathe at all. He's throwing this down the field, and this dude came down with it. 2 of us there, and he still came down with it. That's how they gonna get up the field, I guess. Ain't no way I just let that happen. But now they're in the red zone. After taking the tackle for loss, they take another tackle for loss. This time it's a sack. 3rd and 21 now. Man, I tell y'all, we got their whole offense just panicking. 3rd and 21, and their quarterback trying to scramble, getting that ball out to the receiver finally, putting him a little bit closer just to get the field goal though. 30 seconds left in the first half, and they trying to get some points before getting out of here, but they made a big mistake. That ball took way too long to get down to the flats, and we picking this ball out, taking it for 6. I just love the fact that me and my teammates weren't listening to nothing that social media was saying. Even though we played like not too much competition, was still the best school in the nation. We came out here against UCLA and showed that for sure. And so hopefully now the social media seeing this game right here, they'll be able to be quiet and just enjoy the greatness that they're watching. And us, we got to make sure we bring all this momentum, all this domination that we're doing, all this energy into the national championship. Because that's where we're going next. And man, it's crazy to me. I'm having a down year, but I'm still winning these awards. But now it's time to win the ultimate award. I mean, other than the Heisman, I won that last year. It's time for the national championship. And crazy enough, we're playing against Ohio State. And if you remember last year, we played them in the Rose Bowl. And yeah, we dominated. We did them dirty. And hopefully we can come out here again and do them dirty again, but in the national championship this time. Now look, I'm coming into this game already knowing that Ohio State has a very good defense. So it's going to be one of them games. It's going to be about whose team is tougher and who's going to make the least amount of mistakes. And here I make my first mistake of the game on 3rd and 11, allowing him to catch that ball in my zone. Because of that, they're in the red zone. And on 2nd and goal, run the ball up the middle for the touchdown, scoring the first touchdown of the game. And so after the offense ended up getting stopped once again, we played some great defense. Here on 3rd and 2, bro could have had this pick, but he just dropped it. It went right in his hands. But luckily, they still got to punt the ball. And again, offense is having a very, very tough time trying to score on OSU's defense right now. Which you gotta do the same thing that they doing. On 3rd and 6, I'm playing man coverage, and he ended up taking me away from this play because they ran a screen play. And I realized it at the perfect time, getting back there, laying a big hit on that running back, no first downs. But they end up going for it on 4th and 4, and they end up picking up a wide open slant to get that first down. We cannot be allowing 4th down conversions. And now that they're back here, about to score a touchdown again on 2nd and 2, quarterback decides to scramble himself and get the touchdown. We're down 2 scores now. Very bad scenario. We might be down right now, 14-7, but we still got the energy that we came into this game with. It's the second half now. We got a lot of football to play. All we gotta do in the second half is play better than we did last half. We ain't come here for no reason. We ain't come here to the national championship just to lose. And even with offense not being able to score right now, I don't care. I'm still gonna come out here and ball as hard as I can. He tested me and I'm getting that pick. Give me that. Now, offense right now is kind of letting us down, but we still got to come out here and ball out with all our hearts, and we doing just that, getting another stop. And I mean, it was only a matter of time before offense finally scored another touchdown. 4 minutes left in this game, and it's a tie game. We do got them in 3rd and 6, but we end up leaving somebody wide open, the running back, who ended up picking up the first down. And OSU, them boys end up driving all the way back down the field, getting back into the red zone, 3rd and 2, running the ball, not picking up the first down though. But they might go for it since it's 4th and inches. Well, they end up kicking the field goal. They were too scared to go for it, and our offense scored the touchdown, taking the lead. And now OSU has almost no time to try to score a touchdown, made a big mistake, threw the ball to the flats, and it's picked off for 6, game over. And man, there we go. Everything we've been working for. These 3 years I've been on this team, we finally get a national championship and go undefeated in this year. Most definitely, compared to my first 2 years, I definitely had a down year in terms of picks, but that comes with the territory. Quarterbacks soon learn to not test you. But my main goal was complete though. Got to that national championship, won it, and went undefeated in the same season. And crazy enough, my worst year, I was still on NCAA first team. But now comes the question, because like I said, I'm playing all 4 years in college. Do I stay on Oregon for my 4th year? Or do I hit the transfer portal, you know what I'm saying? See something different. In my first 2 years at Oregon, we didn't get to where I wanted to get. But finally, in my 3rd season, we went undefeated and even won the national championship. And with that being completed, my goals in college have been completed now. I broke all the records I wanted to break. I went undefeated and won the national championship. And also I ended up winning Heisman as well in my 2nd season. And man, just looking at the stats I had in my 3 years at Oregon, just crazy. First season 17, 2nd season 28. Had a little drop-off season with 9 in my 3rd year, but still, we won that national championship. And that's what really mattered. And so I felt like after a very successful 3 years at Oregon, it was time to go ahead and move on. So I decided to hit the transfer portal for my last year in college and decided to go to the Texas Longhorns. And I feel like this decision right here was the right decision. Because first of all, I'm from Lewisville, Texas. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm not that far away from home now, and 3 years away from home, that's a pretty long time. I was ready to come back. Yeah, I did have some people in my circle saying I should just stay at Oregon for that one last year, just finish my college career out there. But I did everything I need to do there. I completed all my goals that I wanted, and I got them their first national championship. And so there was no doubt in my mind that I was finna come home to Texas, and now I want to try to win one for Texas Longhorns. Because I mean, before I went to Oregon, my family, my friends, they all wanted me to go to Texas. No one even really wanted me to go to Oregon. Oregon was just the place that I chose to go to, you know what I'm saying? Find somewhere else other than Texas and experience something that was a little bit different. But now I'm back home, and I don't care if the social media feels like I made the bad decision. I already let all my teammates know after the national championship what I was gonna do, and they was okay with it. We still locked in. We put in all that pain in that season, and they understand. But now that I got all that settled, it's time to go ahead and get ready for my last year in college. And I want to do as much as I possibly can for this team, as last year, they didn't have that good of a year. But I believe with the addition of me, we'll be able to do some great things. We're in our first game of the season, playing against Notre Dame. I'm playing in the flats, and he didn't believe I was going to be able to make this play, but I did. Give me that pick, my first pick as a Texas Longhorn. Remember what I said last season? Texas Longhorns, they didn't really have that good of a year. That's why they're not ranked right now. But if I continue to keep on making plays like this all season, we're going to make it somewhere. To be honest, it kind of surprised me that they had a bad season last year. I mean, they got some talent on this team. I mean, their defense is pretty good, and their offense, they got Arch Manning and a couple other players that should make their offense a lot better. They done made it down the field, but we got them in 3rd and 1, and their quarterback can't find nowhere to throw the ball to. He tried to scramble, ended up getting tackled before he can get to the first down line. They had to settle for 3 points there. Our offense got down the field but couldn't make it happen. But the punter did an amazing job, had them all the way backed up, and all we had to do was play great defense, and we did just that. It's 1st and 10. I'm playing this deep zone. I don't know if we had it gotten the flats or not, but this flat was wide open. I completely missed this tackle. He got that first down at the truck and one of my teammates, picking up a bigger gain. This time on 1st and 10, I'm playing in the flats. And the quarterback, he tried to scramble, but I'm getting back there getting a sack. And then on 3rd and 10, for some odd reason, they decided to run the ball. I guess they ain't care about picking up the first down, but we not finna allow no first down off of a run. Time is coming down, and for some reason, Notre Dame is allowing the time to go down. They had a timeout, but they didn't even want to use it. Hiked the ball, tried to get the ball to the middle, incomplete, and it didn't even matter if he caught it or not. I guess they felt comfortable being done before the second half started because they ended up getting the ball. But I mean, that still wasn't a good idea because we up 14-3. This defense ain't playing. I mean, Notre Dame's offense can't even pick up simple 3rd and 2s. Receiver wide open. It just completely drops the ball. I guess he was scared. I guess he heard them footsteps. This game, Notre Dame's offense been looking very, very stagnant. They've been trying to get the run game going, but they just cannot get it going. We all making plays. But when they decide to pass the ball, their quarterback is pretty decent. He's able to put that ball on the money, picking up 3rd and 15. We can't be allowing this as a defense. I mean, like I said, whenever they try to run the ball, nothing good happens. 2nd and 14, getting tackled again, 3rd and 12. 3rd and 12, I'm playing this flat, but when I saw this receiver coming across the field, I just felt like it was the perfect opportunity to probably get my second pick of this game. I tried to get down there, but when that ball got there, I was a little bit too late. We both got our hands on the ball, it was incomplete. We up 17-3 now in the 4th quarter, and their offense, like I said, is looking terrible on 1st and 10. I baited this up perfectly. He threw it, and I'm picking this thing off and taking it for 6. Give me that. In my first game back home, 8 tackles, 3 for loss, a sack, 2 picks, and 1 for 6. Like, these Texas fans, they're in for a season, I ain't gonna lie. Now for game 2, we playing against Cal, and this is a team that I've played multiple times as I was in Oregon. So I had to let my teammates know what to look out for, because I know everything that they do at this point. And even though we know that we're way better than them on paper and everything, but still, they some dogs. And I know one thing, if we gonna win this game, I can't be making mistakes like this. I end up allowing him to get that catch, and then I miss a tackle completely, giving them a big game. And because of my mistake, they're now in the red zone. On 2nd and 2, running this ball, going to touchdown. But that boy Arch Manning went out there and got another touchdown. But right now, the way this Cal offense is moving, this might be a scoring game. Luckily though, we end up locking in a little bit. Got him to 3rd and 9. Quarterback got nowhere to go to. Hitting the backfield. Big sack. They got 3. We got a touchdown. It's looking like we're starting to pull away a little bit. Especially after this play on 2nd and 10. He tested me over the top and I'm getting that pick. Give me that. Now, we didn't end up scoring that, but we still got to stop Cal from getting some points on this drive. The quarterback decided to scramble, ended up picking up a big game, getting his first down, and I made the tackle. Man, that QB, he's making big plays right now. On 1st and 10, he got pressure in his face and still was able to make this pass with the receiver coming back for it, getting the first down. And then, to end off this crazy drive, he finds a guy in the middle of the end zone for the touchdown. The worst thing about us allowing them to get down the field like that last drive and score is the fact they got the ball at half. But we came out here playing some good defense though. Got them to 3rd and 10 and they almost got this first down. But I came in and laid a big hit, making it 4th and inches. But still, Arch Manning wasn't able to get a touchdown out of that drive. So we got to get another stop then. And we do just that. It's 3rd and 8. They decided to run a screenplay. But luckily, them boys on the other side, they read it. Got there in time, made the tackle before he get that first down. Great defense. This time, offense went down that field and scored a touchdown, but still, as a defense, we cannot allow plays like this to happen because this game is not over with. Well, up until this quarterback made a huge mistake. Well, he didn't test me, but he did throw a terrible ball to the other side of the field, and that ball is picked off. That's game over. Now we're playing against UTEP, and what's crazy is that I just had a homeboy go to the NFL draft from the school, Marcus Vincent. And it's too bad I was never able to play UTEP when I was in Oregon, but now I get to play against him. He not on this team no more, but man, what you gonna have to do them boys dirty. Got them 3rd and 5, and I'm trying to play these flats over here, trying to bait up for a pick, but he threw that ball a little faster than I thought he would to the running back. Still got there and made the tackle, made the play. Surprisingly, our offense really had to be moving the ball that well. It's the 2nd quarter now, and we only got 7 points. We got them to 3rd and 4, but we allowed the receiver to get wide open across the middle of the field. Got them 3rd down again. It's 3rd and 10, and yet again, we allow another 3rd down. And it's Marcus Neal for the 2nd time in a row. I don't know who that guy is, but eventually we got to start getting on him. We got them to 3rd down once again. The receiver actually got his hands on that ball, but luckily, it's incomplete. Somehow, we still have 7 points. And at this point, it's time for somebody to make a play. And that somebody is me. He's throwing this slant. I'm making a crazy one-hand grab to snag that. And I'm taking it for 6. After just throwing me a pick, you wouldn't think that a quarterback would test me one more time. But he did. I'm in the flats and I get another pick. Give me that for 6 again. I'm guessing my teammates, them boys is feeding off of my pick energy. That boy jumped that route, jumped that slant. Great defense. Another pick for us. I really don't know how they hung on for that long, but yeah, that game was kind of scary. Hopefully we play better against better teams. Iowa State is another one of them teams that we should be able to beat without a doubt. I mean, we just got way too much talent on this team to even come close to losing to this team. It's 3rd and 13. We in full man coverage, amazing defense, and the quarterback gets sacked. We up 10-7 now, coming into the second quarter, and they ran this running play that completely just killed us. I mean, them boys picked up a big gain, and I had to be there to make that tackle. And maybe they probably should have just kept the game on the ground, because on 1st and 10, I was just waiting for him to throw this ball. He actually threw it. Give me that pick. This right here is exactly how we should be doing Iowa State. We're up 17-0 with about 4 minutes left in this first half. But on 3rd and 4, we end up allowing them to convert on this 3rd down. This quarterback made a crazy back foot fadeaway dot to get this 1st down. And then that boy finishes the job. Gets a touchdown on 2nd and 6 to the middle of the end zone. And now the momentum might be switching a little bit. We're only up 10 points and I'm getting cooked by this route. Luckily, I didn't allow him to score the touchdown. He got to the 1-yard line. But that didn't matter because they ran the ball doing the option and I ended up missing this tackle completely, which allowed them to get into that end zone. That drive was on me. But we ended up getting the ball first, starting off the second half. Offense scored a touchdown, and now on 1st and 10, I'm coming downhill, laying a big hit on that boy. He fumbled the ball, and offense coming back out on this field. Now, they didn't do anything with the ball, but it's cool though, because we done made our mistakes too, but we're going to come back out here and make more big plays. They're running the ball on 2nd and 18, hoping to pick up a couple of yards, but all they did was move backwards 2 yards. And then with some more great defense on 3rd and 20, running man coverage. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the ball to, and as soon as he tried to throw it, it was going to be a check down anyway, but it's incomplete. And finally, this game is looking like it's over with. It's 3rd and 7, and we're up 31-14 at the beginning of the 4th quarter. And at this point, they're out of it. Incomplete pass and a flag on them. Game over. Now, this week right here is the week I've been waiting for. You know what I mean? In terms of competition, this is probably going to be the hardest competition we done played this season. And I feel like, especially for us, this is a statement game. We're undefeated, but we really haven't beat too hard of teams. This right here is the 2nd best team in the nation, number 2 ranked. So if we could find a way to beat Oklahoma, we looking good. We gonna strike first. After this QB thought I wasn't gonna be able to get there into the flats to pick this ball off. Give me that, and I'm taking it for 6. And after getting that pick 6, my teammates is feeding off of my energy. On 1st and 10, I bailed the QB up, but my teammate came in and stole my pick. Hey man, as long as we got it. Now, offense somehow didn't do anything with that ball, but it's fine though, because I'm gonna get that thing right back. Give me that pick. Going crazy right now, and it's only still the first half with about 2 minutes left in the first half. We're up 14-0, looking pretty good. And this right here is Oklahoma's first time getting into the red zone. And when they did on 3rd and 3, we ended up getting back there, getting a great sack. They ain't going nowhere. Y'all gonna have to settle for that field goal. Second half now, we're up 17-3. They starting out with a bomb. I allowed him to get past me, thinking I'd be able to catch up to him, but he was actually a lot faster than I thought he was gonna be. But that was not the end of the mistakes that I made on this drive. On 1st and 10, had a clear shot at this quarterback, completely missed him. He picked up the 1st down. And then on 3rd and goal, once again, I'm the reason why they end up getting into this end zone, because I missed the tackle once again. I don't know what it is. I feel like in my first 3 years, I was real good at hitting these hit sticks, but now I might have fell off. But just because of the fact that I grew up being a headhunter free safety, I can't stop doing them, and I'm gonna keep doing them. And clearly another thing I'm gonna keep on doing is getting beat. He destroyed me with this route, and luckily my teammates was there to help me not allow the touchdown. But after our defense started locking in, I started locking in finally. 3rd and 9, great defense. They took a check down, and they might have to settle for another field goal. And they did. And they ended up stopping our offense from scoring, but that's cool though, because on 3rd and 12, they ended up giving us the ball right back, and we got great position. So now offense got no excuse but to get some points here. Well, they actually did not get any points on that drive, but still, this defense is locked in. Boy, that momentum is crazy. It's like we was just not letting Oklahoma breathe at all. It's just like sack after sack after sack on this drive. And then on 3rd and 21, when they finally moved up the field, it just wasn't enough. They got to 4th and 5. And well, at this point, the offense is just making this game a lot harder than it needs to be. It's still 17-13. We begin stops after stops, and now Oklahoma finally gets that big play that they needed. Now getting back into the red zone here on goal line, 1st and goal, run that ball up the middle for the touchdown, taking the lead now. But then finally, offense puts points on the board, gets a big touchdown. We're up 4 points. They got 10 seconds left, 4th down, and they got to throw that ball down the field. But they didn't do that at all. Took a check down, turnover on downs. We win. And so, in the game that everybody was down there counting us out in, against the number 2 ranked team in the nation, we beat them boys. And now we should start getting a little bit more respect. Well, we indeed did get that respect. We went from unranked to the number 8 ranked team in the nation. And at this point, I feel like if we keep on winning games, we might have a shot at the national championship. And I just won one last year, winning back-to-back ones, that would be crazy. I feel like if I'm able to win a natty on this team, getting 2 natties on separate teams, that would definitely have to make me the GOAT cornerback without a doubt. But I mean, it's not like my picks alone don't already make me the GOAT, but just having them accolades, them awards too, would make my case like so strong it just would never be able to be like argued against. But to get to that national championship, we're gonna have to make sure that we don't lose no games. And we for sure have the talent and the will to do that. It's gonna be how far we willing to go, how far we willing to push our bodies to get there. Right now, we handling another ranked opponent, number 25, Texas Tech. And I end up allowing this 1st down off the slant. But then we started locking up as a whole defense. Got them boys to 3rd and 11. They tried to run the receiver screen. I'm all over that. The quarterback has nowhere to go and ends up just taking the sack. It's 17-3 now. Less than 1 minute left in the first half. And this quarterback just tried to scramble and immediately got sacked right when he got out that pocket. On 2nd and 14, I'm trying to bait this up. He ended up running a hitch route and I wanted the quarterback to throw it, but instead he scrambled and I went down there to help make the tackle. 3rd and 17. I'm playing this deep half. I begged this quarterback to throw this streak, and he did, and I got my pick. Give me that. Man, the way our defense is looking against this Texas Tech team, and the way we did number 2 Oklahoma, we definitely up there in the best defenses in the nation. We just got to keep this going, keep this energy throughout the season, and we're going to be there. We're going to be where we need to be. After playing 2 ranked teams back to back, we now got unranked 1 and 4 TCU. And off the rip, this quarterback is trying to take a shot down the field. There's 2 of us here and nobody caught the pick. Got them 3rd and 3 though, and I'm playing the flats over here. I tried to bait up this Z route, but I did not get there in time. Luckily, my teammate was there to make the tackle. No 1st down. Offense scores, getting the first points of the game, and they take a little check down to the running back. He picks up a pretty good game, getting the 1st down, almost 20-yard reception. And then on 3rd and 3, here comes another one of those plays. Just me being dumb, trying to hit stick, completely missed him. He got the 1st down, made another person miss, and picked up a big gain of 17 yards. We did get a couple of stops though, making it 3rd and 7, but that didn't matter at all. Finding a receiver across the middle of the field, and he fights for that touchdown. Tying the game up. We got a field goal, and now it's the 2nd quarter. Playing man coverage, allowing him to get past me just a little bit. The perfect bait. Give me that pick. No points scored off of my pick, but it's cool though. That QB is going to throw another one to the other side in the flats. A great pick, and he's taking that thing for 6 since offense don't want to do it. It's a 10-point game now. It's only a minute left here in the first half, and this quarterback feels a little rushed. He throws his ball over the top. Clearly, this quarterback did not read the defense. There's a safety over the top, and he gets that pick. We up 24-7 now in the 3rd quarter, and it's 3rd and 9. And I feel like I played this route perfectly. I should have had this pick, but some reason didn't jump for it. It's cool though, made the tackle. 4th down, they got to punt the ball. The game's over at this point. That was crazy. And so halfway through the season, I got 10 picks. Already doing better than I was last year. But something that's been consistent every single year is that I'm up there in solo tackles every time. Your boy out there making plays. We have now become the number 2 ranked team in the nation. And we showing that against Kansas right now. They're 1 and 6 and we up 14-0 already. And they finally making a big play, getting past the 50. 2nd and 7, I'm playing the inside and somehow I still allow him to get to the inside, beat me, and pick up this 1st down off a slant. But then on the next play, they try to run an option play and immediately that quarterback got tackled for a loss of 4 yards. Now look, I ain't gonna lie, this definitely couldn't have been my fault. I'm supposed to be playing down in the flats. There was nobody in the back of the end zone to help stop that play right there. That might have just been a bad play. But right now against Kansas, that offense right now, they scoring almost every single time and I was almost able to get that pick, but I was just 1 second behind. We got them 3rd and 4, but then of course, we end up allowing them to pick up the 1st down, converting on 3rd down towards the other sideline. 2nd and 14, and normally when I go for hit sticks this season, I've been missing them. This time I actually hit them, but I guess I didn't hit him at the right angle. He broke my tackle, but he couldn't break multiple of them. I haven't caught a pick yet in this game, and I'm just begging this quarterback to throw this little curl route, but he threw it to the inside and it's incomplete. They got to punt the ball. After not catching a pick all game, it's 38-21 here in the fourth quarter, about 3 minutes left, and finally I get one. Give me that. Now, we're coming to the 9th game of the season, and we are the #1 ranked team in the nation. The crazy thing about that is how far we have came. We started off unranked, and I feel like it was all because we beat Oklahoma, who was ranked #2. If we lost that game, we would not be where we at right now. But now, we're here, the #1 ranked team in the nation. We got to continue what we're doing right now, and I'm going to continue what I've been doing too. Give me that pick. We are just completely dominating in this first quarter, already up 14-0 on 3rd and 4. This receiver did a little playmaker route and picked up the first down on me. I wasn't ready for that. Then they made it all the way down here to the goal line, and on 3rd and goal, they tried to force it in, but they couldn't get in there. But they went for it on 4th and goal, and they ended up getting it, throwing it to the other side of the field, a dot, getting their first points of the game. They did score back with a touchdown of their own, and now we got them to 3rd and 7, getting a tackle for loss, and they're putting the ball. End up getting the ball back with a chance to probably get some more points before the half ends. It's about 50 seconds left here, and on 30 inches, I thought I was going to have me a pick, but that receiver got that ball before I could get to it. Then on 1st and goal, I played my zone completely incorrectly. I let him to get way past me, and surprisingly, that was a touchdown. I did not see his feet in at all when he caught the ball, but I guess. But that's cool though, because already in the second half, I'm making up for that touchdown I gave up. Give me that pick. Baylor came to our crib, we protected our home, did what we need to do. Now, we just gotta get prepared for next week, because next week gonna be another one of them games we're playing against a top ranked opponent. We got ranked #5, West Virginia, and I'm setting the tone already. Give me that pick, great bait. Offense scored, and then on their next drive, after taking a big sack at 2nd and 17, and the quarterback does what he thought he could do on me, getting this huge gain. Luckily, bro got that tackle before he could score the touchdown. It's still a 61-yard reception though. But now that they're in the red zone, we gotta try our best to not allow a touchdown, and they pick up this first down, getting very close to the tud. It's 1st and goal, and they did a toss play to my side, and I ended up getting blocked immediately, and that running back had an easy touchdown. Offense scored right back. 6 seconds counting down in this first quarter, and on 3rd and 7, they ran a screen play, and that quarterback broke a sack, got the ball to the running back, but he couldn't go nowhere with it. 4th down. Defense doing what we need to do. Offense is also doing what they need to do too. 21-7 now. And on 2nd and 6, I think they realized that running the ball is the best thing to do against us. They pick up a 31-yard gain. 2nd and 12, playing this deep half, really just begging this quarterback to throw it. He was looking my way, I feel like, but he ended up taking a sack for 7 yards, making it 3rd and 19, and obviously he didn't want to pick up this first down. Instead, he ended up taking a little check down to the running back, picking up a couple yards, but that is not enough. We are really dominating in this game right now. We're up 24-7 right now, about 5 minutes left in this 3rd quarter. QB heaved the ball down the field, and that receiver came down with it. What a catch. But eventually, we got them to 3rd and 10, and the quarterback thought he could just throw it to the middle of the field all willy-nilly. Nah, that safety made a great play on the ball, catching that pick, and then they drive. Now, offense didn't score a touchdown there, but that really didn't matter. Baited up this route perfectly, and I'm coming in there getting another pick. Give me that, and I'm taking this thing for 6. Here we go again, knocking off another top-ranked team. This momentum that we got right now, we got to keep this going, because we're at the end of the season, and this mean conference championship and national championship gonna be coming up, as long as we keep balling like this. We got another ranked opponent this week, ranked 13, Oklahoma State. We starting off this game already showing them what we on, getting this stop on 3rd and 7. Offense got 3 points on that drive, and on 2nd and 6, playing the flats, I tried to get there to catch that pick, but I didn't get there in time, 1 second late. If I would have just picked that ball off, got there in time, they wouldn't have been continuing their drive. 3rd and 2, and they pick up the first down. And after picking up a big sack, it's 3rd and 18, and I allowed this first down somehow. There's no way I didn't deflect that ball. But luckily for me, our defense locked in real quick, got another stop, got them to 3rd and 6, and got back there for the sack. Offense scored a touchdown this time, but Oklahoma State, they've been driving down the field, and on 2nd and 4, running the ball, picking up this first down. Now, getting down to the goal line on 2nd and goal, running this ball right up the middle, scoring their first touchdown of the game. We didn't end up scoring, but it's less than a minute left in this first half. We just gotta make sure that they don't get down the field and score no points. I'm coming downhill, laying a big hit on that boy. But we played all that good defense just for us on 3rd and 10 to allow them to convert on 3rd down. A wide open slant, nobody there in the middle to try to confront him, and he picks up the 1st down. And then here I go again, trying to be overly aggressive, trying to get a hit stick in, and I completely miss him. And he picks up the 1st down and more. And then funny thing happens, Oklahoma State makes it all the way down here, but there's no time left, and on 2nd and goal, after trying to burn out all the clock, they do not get the touchdown. And so now we're up 10 points as offense scored a touchdown coming down to the 2nd half. I missed the tackle again, which allows them to pick up the 1st down and more. Man, as much as my teammates wanted to be mad at me, they just kept on encouraging me. They said, just go get that ball out the air. You know what I did? I did just that on this play. Give me that pick. Now, we actually didn't end up scoring, and Oklahoma ended up all the way here in the red zone already. I guess offense threw a pick and didn't allow it to be 6. But we did hold it down though, 3rd and goal, and we played some great defense. He had to throw that ball out of bounds, 4th and goal now. And so they ended up settling for 3 points, keeping it a 7-point game. It's 3rd and 13, and we allowed them to pick up this 1st down, just wide open in the middle of the field, picking up the big game. Be honest with y'all, I don't know how this problem started, but I've literally became one of the worst open field tacklers in just a season. Like, what in the world am I doing? Now it feels like the momentum is on their side. We're in a bad predicament. I feel like I played this route correctly, but I just didn't jump for the pick. 13, I allowed this receiver to get this inside slant because he wasn't going to get the 1st down. There's too many people around. I made that tackle. They got to kick that field goal or punt the ball, whatever. After punting the ball, Oklahoma State got another stop on our offense. And now we getting another stop on their offense too. Just one of them games. Somebody offense got to do something eventually. And clearly, our offense wasn't the one to do something eventually. It's still 17-17, time coming down, and they almost getting close to that field goal range. But luckily, they were not close enough to kick that field goal. 2nd and 1, they got to take the check down. They got 1 second. They're going to have to go for a Hail Mary. And the craziest thing about this Hail Mary is the fact that they caught the ball. But too bad they did not get the touchdown. Great tackle. We going to OT. And in OT, we play some pretty great defense. It's 3rd and 9, and I'm playing the flats. This dude got the ball in the flats, and I completely missed the tackle, just like I've been doing all game, just selling. But hey man, luckily the rest of my teammates, they aren't selling like me. They're making their tackles and everything. We got them to 3rd and 12, and they did not attack my side of the field. Threw it to the other side, and it's out of bounds. I got to go for the field goal. And when you would think they're very close, they should be able to easily make this field goal. I think somebody got their hand on that ball. Great defense. And then to go ahead and end this game, Arch Manning running the read option. He gets into that end zone without being touched. Game over, boy. Let's go. Now, I did catch a pick in this game, but I really feel like I sold. I think it wouldn't have been close if I would have made my tackles. At this point, all I can do is just learn from my mistakes, make sure that I'm making all the tackles I need to make. The last game of the regular season, and then we got conference. And I'll be damned that if it's because of my open field tackling or lack thereof being the reason why we lose the game. Like, that is just not going to happen. But for the last game of the season, we got ranked 19 Kansas State, and they've been driving down the field. They're having a pretty good drive right now, but eventually we got to end this. And we have a chance to make them have to kick a field goal on 3rd and 4, but we end up allowing a wide open slant route, getting the 1st down, making it 1st and goal. But a couple great defensive plays later, it's 3rd and goal, and they taking the check down, and they're not getting the touchdown. They got to settle for 3. 14-3 now. Offense doing good, defense doing good. It's 2nd and 7, and this time I'm getting back there making a tackle. I cannot be missing like I was last game. We're playing some pretty great defense here on this drive, but all that just to allow them to convert on 3rd down. Just a wide open slant, picking up the game, 17 yards. After getting a sack though, it's 2nd and 15. They're running the ball to the other side, and another great tackle. Now missing tackles is cool, but me allowing this play right here on 3rd and 13, somehow getting beat by this tight end like that, that's uncharacteristic of me. And now we got to try to force them to kick a field goal again on 2nd and goal. They try to run an option play, immediately getting tackled. And then on 3rd and goal, they tried to throw an out route, and this really should have been picked off. It could have probably went for 6-2, but my boy dropped that pick. They got to settle for 3. Offense just continues to score. It's the 2nd half. Now we're up 21-6, and it looks like that lack of tackling has carried on to this game. But I'm guessing all my teammates got all my tackling abilities, because them boys have been making great tackles all day. 3rd and 2, getting a great tackle for 4th down. Now it is 21-9, but it's the 4th quarter, about 6 minutes and a half left, and there's still a lot of game. They could still come back. We got to make sure we lock in. But ain't gonna be no chance for them to win this game if they offense looking like this. Got them in 3rd and 9. They're taking a dumb pass. It should have been picked off for 6, but yeah, ain't looking like they in this game. We win in our last game of the season. And after going undefeated in the regular season, I'm guessing they just handed over the Big 12 championship. With the bye week and the conference championship week, I guess we waiting for the bowl game now. And of course, with the crazy season I've been having, I get all these awards just like I've been getting since my freshman season. But now, it's time to go back to back. After a crazy season, going from unranked to the #1 ranked team in the nation, we are now in the national championship, playing against number 3 Maryland. Right now, we got the opportunity to make Texas national champs once again. Not only that, this is my last game playing college football, and you know I'm gonna ball out. Testing me on 3rd and 12, give me that pick. After a very failed attempt at trying to pass the ball down the field last drive, they decided to run the ball starting off this drive, and it actually worked. They pick up a huge gain, luckily. Somebody caught up to him, making a great tackle. And then, on 1st and 10, while we're in zone coverage, this quarterback just threw the ball down the field, a streak, and that DB didn't know where that ball was. Just got dunked on. Offense didn't score this time, and now Maryland is driving down the field, 3rd and 4, picking up this first down off a slant. 3rd and 2 now. They're running a speed option. He threw the ball back to the running back, and I'm getting back there getting a big hit. Like I said, can't be missing tackles in the natty. They actually end up missing the field goal, but our offense still got locked up. We got to get another stop. We do just that, but just barely though. 3rd and 14, and they almost picked up this first down. They ended up having the end route wide open, but luckily they made that tackle right before he can get to that first down line. To get another stop, Maryland had a pretty good drive up until this moment. Testing me on 1st and 10, give me that pick. And still, offense just cannot score right now. But hey, man, it's cool though, because I'm still catching picks. Give me that. Offense has been struggling a little bit, but the stops that we've been getting have been perfect. Now we're up by a touchdown, and on 1st and 10, they finally get me. I've been getting picks all game, but this time, my bait didn't work. He put that ball on the money, and they scored a touchdown on me. Now, luckily, this time offense actually scored to go ahead and take the lead back, and I'm going to go ahead and extend the lead. Give me that pick, taking it for 6. I might have allowed that one touchdown, but me getting that pick 6 right there just makes up for that. And this crazy defensive performance that I'm putting on right now, it's just spreading throughout this whole defense. In a way, we just putting that pressure on Maryland, not allowing them to move at all right now. 3rd and 7, can't even pick up that first down. Like, great defense. And now, the score is 31-14 with under 6 minutes left in this 4th quarter. The game is over. Turnover on down. And there we go. I went back-to-back natties on different teams. Let's go. Man, what once seemed unreachable at the beginning of the season, as last year, like I said, Texas had a pretty bad year, which made them unranked. But we went from unranked to the #1 team in the nation and won the national championship. In the game, wound up catching 4 picks. Boy, like, come on now. Just looking at the stats, I was up there in tackle leaders like almost every single season I played in college. And as for picks, I was my usual self again, 20 picks on the season. And just looking at the All-American list, like there's so many Texas players. But man, what a crazy 4 years, man. I ain't gonna lie, I'm most definitely the GOAT. Forget about greatest corner, I'm the greatest player.